Wardog country, let's ride.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wardog TV. We want to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of Wardog Football as the Wardogs have traveled the Turnpike to Tulsa to take on the Titans of Tulsa McLain. I'm Coach Jim Paxson, along with Miami Public Schools Director of Athletics, Coach Chad Davis. And together we're excited to bring you tonight's broadcast of Wardog Football. It's district week number 2 for the Wardogs. Wardogs come in 0-1 on the district, 2-2 on the season. We're in Tulsa tonight, taking on the coach. I'm going to say I'm going to probably call them the Scots half the time, and the Titans. I can remember when they were the
That's right.
Tulsa McLain Scots.
I do too. Yeah.
Wardogs are 2-2 on the season, 0-1 in the district. With the victory, loss last week to number 1 ranked Cushing. And like I said, this is kind of we talked a little bit if you were with us last week. The season kind of sets up a little strange for the Wardogs. Our district's probably going to be dominated by Cushing and Wagner. We play them week 1 and then the last week of the district, and then the other games in there, we're going to be battling for those playoff spots, and we're going to have a tough one here tonight at Tulsa McLain. Tulsa McLain really, as the season started, was picked last in the district, 0-10 last year, but they have already won 2 games this year. They already have a district win. So they're surprising a lot of people and prove that they are, more capable and more talented maybe than people have thought coming into the season.
Coach, and one of those wins was last week over Catoosa, who was a playoff team out of this district last year. So this Tulsa McLain team, when you watch them on film, it doesn't take you long to pick out a handful of numbers of kids who can really go. So like you said, Coach, we come in here with the exact same records. We're both 2-2. They're 1-0 in the district. We're 0-1 and searching of a win. So, we've got a work cut out for us tonight.
Yeah, they beat Catoosa last week, 34-20. So they come in 1-0 in the district. Wardogs 0-1. Wardogs lost at home last week to Cushing. Like I said, Cushing ranked number 1 by most polls across the state of Oklahoma. So this is going to be a big game for the Wardogs. This is one of those games that you feel you almost need to have. You got to win this one, and as you want to move, begin to position yourselves for playoff football, which lies ahead. Like we said, the Wardogs come in 2-2. Wardogs open the season with a 21-0 victory over the Dewey Bulldoggers, then lost at home to the Grove Ridge Runners, who are ranked high in Class 5A. Then a win at Inola, 34-7, and then lost last week at Cushing at home. So if the pattern plays out, it's been win-loss, win-loss. So, Coach, this should be a win tonight. That's what we're needing tonight over Cushing. Then we're going to break that pattern and try to put together several wins in a row.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there, Coach. Great information for the viewers out there. Again, we're in the meat of the football season. When you get into District Week 2, you can't really hide anything anymore. You've got plenty of your stuff, both offensively, defensively, special teams, all on film. So this is where it kind of everything starts to separate, right now. So this is a big night for Miami.
One of the things in the years that we played against McLean and coached against them, they have athletes every year
all over the field,
and not to be disrespectful, but some years they look like they were coached really well, and some years not as well. And I think a key tonight, Coach Davis, is going to be the special teams.
Yeah.
Just in the history of playing McLean, their special teams at times has not been one of their strong suits. And I think that's one of the areas that the Wardogs have really played well in this year. And if we can come out and dominate the special teams and maybe create a couple turnovers there, that could be some of the points that could swing this game in the Wardogs' favor.
Well, and special teams are going to be huge. Tackling in space today against good athletes is going to be big, and then obviously turnovers. We're going to talk about it every time we do a pregame. I mean, we have to win a turnover battle, especially in district play. You got to be able to grab extra possessions, and especially on the road. And going back to coaching, what you said, I'd like to add something to that. Head coach Willie Ponder, who's now in his 3rd season here at Tulsa McLain, was a big-time college football player, played in the NFL, played wide receiver in the NFL for several years. So Coach Ponder does a heck of a job here, and you can tell that they're better organized, and he's doing a pretty stand-up job here at McLean. And again, Coach, as we get ready to kick it off, I mean, we're going to get the first possession, and we need to get our offense moving early, because that's one thing we wasn't able to do last week.
Yeah, I know the Dogs coming in, their game plan is going to be able to attack the ball, to tag Tulsa McLain on the ground behind the really kind of what we've talked about this year, somewhat the three-headed monster with Davis and Nichols in the backfield, along with quarterback Jinx, and we've been able to line up and run the ball right at everybody and have success, with the exception of last week. And so the Wardogs hopefully tonight can get the ground game established. And And like you said, the key playing against Tulsa McLain defensively, like you said, Coach, is going to be tackling. You're going to tackle athletes in space and make them go the length of the field and put together a long drive and not give up the big plays is a key for the Wardog defense tonight. So we're a little late getting started on the air, but we are ready to kick off here tonight. We are at Melvin Driver Stadium in North Tulsa, and they've got it teed up, and we are ready to go. Back for the Wardogs is Davis and Hunter Nichols. And here's the kick, and we are underway. This goal's going to be taken by Davis about the 15-yard line, straight up ahead. He's going to get out to about the 28, 29-yard line, and the Wardogs will take over there. Thank everybody for joining us tonight on the airways. I said you're watching Wardog TV. We're excited to be the live and brand new Wardog TV, which is now the official home of all live Miami Wardog sports, performances, and special event broadcasts. This has been a dream in the works for a few years for Miami schools. Our goal is to create an environment for students to gain real-world experience in broad production and content creation. As a result, we will provide high-quality broadcasts and video content to Wardogs around the world. So I want to thank our student production team tonight. In the box with us tonight, Kiara Richards. You've been with us all season long with cameras, graphics design, digital imaging. She kind of does a little bit of everything, so we appreciate her being with us tonight. Wardogs come out, two backs in the backfield with Jinx. They're going to shift over, a little bit different look. Going to hand the ball, snap the ball to Jinx, go around the right side. He's going to go across the 30, up to about the 32. It's going to be about 3 on the play. So a little bit of a something there you can see by they watch film and think they can take advantage of as we switch the back over to the other side and try to outnumber them. Tulsa McLain putting a lot of men in the box, 7 men in the box that time. And I know as you play the Wardogs, as you go in, you got to think, I got to stop the run. That's what they want to do.
Coach, I'm going to go ahead and tell our viewers that the yardage will be incorrect. It'll always say 10 yards. We're a little bit limited here on what we can do, but the down will be correct.
All right, we'll try to keep you updated on the time and the down and everything as we go through tonight. Ball's handed to Nichols around the left side, and he's going to be stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be brought down for no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Wardogs. This is the opening drive of the ball game. So we'll try to keep you updated as much as possible on the time, down in distance, as some of our computers are struggling a little bit tonight.
Time is good, down is good. The distance,
okay,
you'll have to, yeah.
All right, we'll try to keep you updated on everything as we go through. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Let's call it 6 for the Wardogs. Ball at their own 34. This is the opening possession of the night. Wardogs in motion across the formation. That is Walls, and we're going to have a stoppage in play.
Looks like a neutral zone infraction there. Looks like McLean jumped across and actually made contact. Going to make this 3rd and 1.
All right. Well, it makes it much easier to pick up. And we're inside of a box here, and we're looking through a very dirty window. Not to be smart aleck.
No, it's just
it's if you can see what we're seeing here, it's hard to see through our window right here.
The camera view you're seeing is actually the camera's outside on top of the press box. Our windows are a little blurry here, so.
To say the least. Let's bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Wardogs. Now ball out to their own 39. Davis in the backfield besides Jinx. They're going to snap it to Jinx. Going around the right side. Quarterback power. Hit in the backfield, and he is going to fight. He is going to have the 1st down, I believe.
He got it barely. Good run. Good tough run.
He cut it. They had him stopped, and he kind of planted and cut back inside. So Wardogs do pick up the initial 1st down on their first possession of the night. Ball's going to be right at their own 41-yard line. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Wardogs. Wardogs in the blue helmets, white shirts, and the blue pants. Tulsa McLain in all
maroon.
Maroon.
Yeah.
Maroon helmets, shirts, and pants. Jinx back. He's going to throw it out. He's got a possession. It's going to be hit, however, right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to fight for about a 2-yard gain right there. That ball
looked like Eric McKibben.
All right, McKibben on a little spot pass out to the side. And he fights. It was hit on the back, so he hit on the backfield and fought his way for about a 2-yard gain. So let's call it 2nd down and 8 for the Wardogs. 9:45 left in the first quarter. Just underway here at Melvin Driver Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Wardogs visiting the Tulsa McLain Scots, Tulsa McLain Titans.
That's funny.
And this is week 2 of district play. This is a very, very important game for the Wardogs as they begin to fight for those positions for playoffs. Ball, low snap, hand the ball to Davis around the right side, and he's going to get up to about the 50-yard line. It's going to be a pick up about 6 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and about 1. So a little bit more running room on that play for the Wardogs. Bring up 3rd down and 1. Like I said, this is the key. This is what the Wardogs want to do. They want to run the ball. They want to take time off the clock. They want to leave the athletic, offensive skill position for Tulsa McLain on the sideline or on the defensive side of the ball. Wardogs come out 3rd and 1. Ball right at the 50. Going to snap the ball to Jinx around the left side.
Yeah, that looked better there. Sorry to interrupt. I'm just talking out loud because of the look. Looked good on the edge right there.
Yeah,
much better.
Yeah, pick up about 4 on the play for the Wardogs. It's going to bring up another 1st down for them.
Yeah, we just set the edge better there, Coach. And, when you're only looking for a yard, the first thing I'm looking at is that edge. And, when I saw the lead back come through there, when he don't have to block the defensive end, that's usually a good sign when you're in a short yardage situation.
1st and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball now in Tulsa McLain territory. We'll call it right at the 46. Nice night for her football here in Tulsa.
Yeah, beautiful evening.
Temperature starting to drop a little bit and finally getting some fall weather. Wardogs come out 1st and 10. The ball up inside to Davis. Pretty big hole, goes right up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5. Coach would be happy with 5 yards of play every night, every play.
I think most teams at most levels will take 5 yards a pop, Coach.
Right. So the Wardogs continuing to drive on their opening possession. It's been all on the ground except one little pass. The Wardogs have already used up 4 minutes of the ball game. They've got a good drive going. We're going to call it 2nd down and 5 for the Wardogs. Ball is at the Tulsa McLain 41-yard line. This is Coach Jim Paxson along with Athletic Director Chad Davis. We'll be happy to bring you all the action all season long here tonight, here for Wardog TV. Fake inside the Davis.
Good
Jinx
pull.
catches it. It's going to be another 1st down for the Wardogs.
Yeah, it was a good pull there by Carson. Good read.
Yeah, good misdirection. And Wardogs have another 1st down. That is the 3rd one on this drive. And this has been a good drive, Coach. This is what we, almost couldn't draw it up much better, for a script to start this game. Wardogs going to have the ball 1st and 10 at the McLean 35-yard line.
Coach, I'll tell you one position that really stuck out to me on film watching McLean is their linebackers can play.
Yeah,
they play downhill and they are physical.
And they're going to fly to the ball. They're going to be fast. As ball's handed to Davis over the right side. It's going to get about 2. It's going to be really about 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Wardogs. Ball is at the McLean 34. Wardogs on the opening possession of the game. They've been putting together a nice drive and moving down the field very slowly, very, very tentatively. But I've already picked up about 3 or 4 1st downs. So that's what the Wardogs want, to contain the ball and run the clock. We're almost halfway through the 1st quarter.
Well, and we know that running the football is going to set up play action at some point. I'll just be interested if we see it on this drive.
All right, 2nd and 9. Ball to Jinx around the left side. He's going to get to the corner. He's going to get down there. He's going to get down to inside the 30, about to the 27. McLean did a pretty good job of stringing that out, but Jinx was able to get to the corner. Let's give him 5 on that play. That's going to bring up 3rd down at about 5. I'll give him 4 on the previous one. 3rd down and 5 for the Wardogs. Definitely in 2-down territory right now. Wardogs are facing 3rd and 5. Ball at the McLean 30-yard line. Wardogs lining up so far and running right at them. Ended up inside this Davis. He breaks it. He's to the inside the 20.
Good cut.
1st down for the Wardogs. They're going to be in the red zone. Good job right there by Davis. Good hold up inside.
Good job up front, as I was getting ready to say. Just that's supposed to hit up a gap. And he just had a nice little jump cut there. What do you get, Coach?
Down and 10 after the mishandled handoff.
Well, they're bringing it up front, Coach. You see this?
And the Wardogs look like tried to draw him off sides. McLean wasn't jumping.
I like the spot pass to Garrett Walls here. They have changed protection here.
And they're going to Jinx. He's going to roll to his right. He throws it. It's low. Had a guy who was incomplete. That was an attempt to McKibben. That ball was low and bounced where he got there. So he'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball is inside right at the 20-yard line. Wardogs really figure you have 2 plays here. You're definitely in 4-down territory. Wardogs have put together a good drive to open this game. Used up over half of the 1st period. We're already 5:10 left in the 1st quarter. McLean has yet to have the ball on their offensive side. Not a big crowd here tonight in Tulsa. Really by either side so far. Wardogs in motion. And we have some movement. We're going to have a flag on the play, and we're going to have illegal procedure against the Wardogs. They're going to back it up. It's going to bring it up a 3rd down and 16. So Wardogs had a good drive going, and have had a fumbled missed handoff, and now a illegal procedure. So they're put themselves a little bit behind the 8 ball. Bring up 3rd and 16. So
yeah, you hit around the head, Coach. I mean, really good rhythm going, and then what gets you out of rhythm is, again, a possible turnover on the ground, which we did a good job of recovering, and then obviously the illegal procedure that gets us now, 3rd and long, and it makes the play calling down here a little bit more difficult.
Coach, I think it's be a really good time for a screen because they're really bringing pressure hard. Their defensive line and ends are coming hard, and their linebackers. So you might be able to some kind of a pop a middle screen. And we're going to take a timeout right here. The Wardogs are going to take a timeout and talk about it. So here we are about midway through the first quarter. 5:08 left in the first quarter. You're watching Wardog TV. I'm going to give you some of the upcoming events this week for going on out in Wardog land. Monday, October the 3rd, junior high football at Grove. The 7th grade will play at 5 o'clock, the 8th grade at 6 o'clock. Tuesday, October 4th, junior high cross country at Cleora. That will kick off at 9 a.m. Next Wednesday, October the 5th, high school will be competing in regionals at Stigler High School. They are number 2 seed in the regional. They will play number 3 seeded Stillwell Lady Indians at 2 o'clock. Game 2 will be a 6 p.m. with a win or 4 p.m. with a loss. So Lady Wardogs, as they venture into playoffs. Next Thursday, October the 6th, day 2 of the high school softball regional. Games will be played at noon, 2, and 4. And we just encourage you to check social media, Facebook and Twitter, and I'm sure we'll have those times on you. So if you're able to get down there and take you in the Lady Wardog softball. And then next Friday, we'll be back on the road. We'll be in Skytook for a 7 o'clock kickoff. So get out this week and watch some Wardog athletics. Back to action here. Wardogs facing 3rd and 16. Ball back at their Scott, the Titan, 25.
You are going to do that a lot tonight, aren't you?
And we're going to have a double pass right here.
They've covered it well.
They've done a good job, and it is going to be incomplete. So we showed that earlier this year, and you can tell, Coach, they were prepared for that. Wardogs did show the double pass earlier this year, and I remember it was a home game, so I remember we had somebody wide open and just overthrew them, I think. But that's going to bring up 4th down and 16 for the Wardogs. So
the other trick play we've showed is the speed option pass, which worked against Grove.
I think both of those were against Grove that night.
Yep.
So Wardogs are going to go for it. It's a little bit out of field goal range. So let's call it 4th and 16 for the Wardogs. Ball at the Tulsa McLain 25. Jinx takes the ball. He's rolling right. He's going to throw it, and it is going to be.
I think he caught that.
He caught it. What a catch!
I think
what
he
a
caught
catch! That is Garrett Walls.
Garrett Walls right at the marker,
and it's going to be close. Going to be real. I think, Coach, it's just going to be close. We have to just see. So a little bit of a low throw.
I think they're giving him the 1st down. I think I see the signal.
Waiting to see here.
Or are they going to measure that thing? I thought I saw the far official on the Miami sideline.
Coach, I think they've laid the 6 down. I think it's going to be 1st and goal.
I think you're exactly right. That's what a great catch and great throw from Jinx to Walls.
So Wardogs come up huge on 4th and 16. Jinx takes the ball, rolls to his right, and throws it. Looks like it's going to be a little low, but Walls made a great catch right there.
Yeah. Carson on that rollout, we've done that twice on this, and now they're saying
it's short. They marked it back. So we did not get a 1st down after the catch.
Okay.
All right. So sorry about that, folks. Like I said, looks like they had marked it, and looks like they had laid the sticks down. Looks like it's going to be 1st and goal, but they have now actually moved the ball back to about the 10-yard line. So Wardogs 4th and 16 come up with 15.5. All right, Tulsa McLain comes out for their initial possession of the game. Wardogs used up a lot of that first quarter, already 4 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first quarter, and this is the first play that Tulsa McLain has run tonight. McLain's going to come out with trips to the right, quarterback out of the shotgun with one back. They're going to fake it, and the quarterback's going to keep it right up the middle. He's going to go out from the 10 to about the 15, 16-yard line. Let's give him about 5 or 6 on the play. Let's bring it 2nd down and 4 for McLean. Ball at their own the 16-yard line. Wardog's initial drive stalled inside the 10. Ball's handed to the running back, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Man, he is hit hard.
Yeah, really nice play there by the inside linebacker.
As Coach Davis said in a pregame, a key tonight is going to be tackling and field position. They're going to give him a gain of about 1. They're going to call it 3rd and, let's call it 3 for the McLean Titans. Ball at their own 16-yard line.
How long have they – you know how long they've changed? Has it been Scots to
Titans? I'm really not sure.
Yeah, I'm not either.
For years, I know they were McLean Scots. They're going to throw it, and it is –
Pick that.
Going to be picked off.
Attaboy, Garrett
That's
Walls.
He's going to pick the ball off at the 35. So
Wardogs
make the first turnover of the game. And they're going to take over in great field possession with the ball inside of McLean territory. A little bit of a strange call right there, Coach, on 3rd and 3. I really thought to see him kind of line up and see if to run it, but they threw it, and a good interception right there by the safety, Garrett Walls. So the Wardogs will take over. 1st and 10. Ball is at the McLean 35-yard line. 3:39 left in the first quarter. No score here at Melvin Driver Stadium on the campus of Tulsa McLain. Wardogs come out with Jinx and 2 backs in the backfield.
I'm a big 20 personnel. The 2 running back, no tight end. This is 21 with the tight end. Oh, a little overset here.
Yeah, Wardogs showed this on the first drive and went to the left with this. If they're going to do the same thing, they do. Up inside the Jinx, a good hole, crowd inside, almost down to the 25, down to the 26-yard line. Let's give him about 9. Wardogs kind of showed that on that opening possession as well. Flipped a running back over and really just kind of feel like you have him outnumbered on the edge. And a good run and cut back there by Jinx.
Yeah, just a little overset there. You saw Seth shift over to the other side of Hunter, and people are thinking, here comes power that way, and we actually cut it back to the other side. So nice little look there.
Let's call it 8 on the pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. Ball is at the McLean 26-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Ball up inside to Davis.
Good.
He's going to have a big gain all the way down to almost the 15-yard line.
About 12 there, it looks like, Coach.
So big gain right there for the Wardogs.
And again, for our viewers, we're doing some finagling with some scoreboards and stuff like that for what you see. So just bear with us. We'll talk you through it, though.
We'll try to keep updated on all the down and distance and time best we can. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Wardogs. 2:52 remaining in the first quarter. Wardogs' opening drive was very good, but stalled inside the 10 on 4th and 16. Came up a half-yard short. The Wardogs forced a turnover. And Garrett Wall's interception, and they are now putting together another good drive. Ball is inside the 20. Ball's going to go up inside to Nichols around the left side.
Good, Hunter. Get in there.
And he's going to fight his way near the first down.
Yeah, good run.
He's going to be up close to it. That ball's going to be inside the 10. So, Coach, those gains seem to be picking up a little bit as we go through. They're going to give him 9 on that play.
Yeah, good run there by Hunter. Good edge right there set. And, boy, I saw Hunter take off and hit another burst. I thought he may have had the edge all the way into the end zone. But, nonetheless, we'll take 9 on first down all the time.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 1 for the Wardogs. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. No score here. We are in Tulsa. Wardogs at Tulsa McLain in district game number 2. Wardogs come out with 2 backs in the backfield, but 1 on either side of Jinx. And we're going to have an offsides, looks like, on Tulsa McLain.
Coach, the old D-line guy in you say if you're going to jump offsides, you better do it with some authority, right? So
and he knocked
our guy over.
Knocked him back.
Yeah.
But the result is going to be a first down
exactly
and goal for the Wardogs. The ball is going to go from the 6 up to the 3. So Wardogs now facing 1st and goal with the ball at the 3-yard line. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Wardogs on their 2nd drive of the ball game. Nichols and Davis in the backfield beside Jinx.
I just really like 20 personnel.
And there is a touchdown,
nice.
Carson Jinx.
Nice. I just love the look, Coach, because between Hunter, Carson, and Seth, you got 3 threats there. It really puts the linebackers in a tough spot to who to kind of had a key on. That's just a really good look for us, I think.
All right, 1:41 left in the first quarter, and Carson Jinx puts the Wardogs on the board first with a 3-yard run on a quarterback power. Kind of want to make sure you always want to get off to a good start, and the Wardogs definitely have here tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of like that 4th and 16 we ended up catching because when it was all said and done, we kind of got the ball right back there because of the Garrett Walls interception that set up the nice touchdown run. Look at this look.
A little bit different look on the point after attempt. Some motion. Now motioning him back. Haven't ever seen that. There's the snap, the hold, the kick.
I wonder if that's just with their pure speed on the edge that they're trying to get them to kind of back off just a little bit there.
Maybe so. And the kick is up, and it was good. Like I said, our windows that we're looking through are really dirty. And I'll be honest, I just couldn't tell where the ball went through. But it was up, and it was good. So, Coach, Dogs take advantage of an early turnover, and they punch it on the scoreboard first. And so we're leading here 7-0.
Well, and just early, Coach. I mean, here we are almost at the end of the first quarter. And you can tell that we're trying to establish the run. Carson Jinks with 8 carries, Seth Davis with 5 carries, Hunter Nichols with two carries, and we've thrown 3 passes.
Yeah.
So, we've ran 8, 13, 15. We ran 18 plays in the first quarter. That's a pretty good formula of success.
It is, and they ran 3. And like I said, we've thrown it 3 times, and we probably threw it 2 of those times because we had 3rd and long, and then 4th and long. This is a play here that scares me a little bit because they have so much speed. Deep or receiving. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Wardogs maybe try to go high onside kick or to keep it out of the hands of the deep guy. They are going to kick it deep. Ball is fumbled at the 10. They pick it up. He's working his way to this side.
Yeah, this is where you got to
tackle. This is
tackle.
where you get scary. Oh, he's going to be a good job right there by the Wardog on the coverage team.
Pretty good job there.
Yeah, Coach, I think our special teams has really looked really good this year. You can tell they're putting a lot of time in it because those are the ones that scare you when you have an athlete back there and he is on the open field.
I know that, they preached all week that they do not want the ball kicked in between the hashes tonight. So they're trying to angle that ball. So that ball was kind of coffin cornered over there, and that's exactly what they want. So
the Titans are going to take over ball at their own 21-yard line. 1:32 left in the first quarter. Wardogs lead this one 7-0. As Coach Davis said, we've ran 18 plays, and they've ran 3.
That's right.
That kind of recipe is going to end up for a victory.
We have a dog on the field.
It's like some kind of a lab,
like
lab.
the right kind. I mean, an actual dog. I mean,
they're kind of not a war dog,
not a player. We always say you got that dog in you. This is an actual dog and a cute little dog too.
And he's going to wander over to the track and maybe somebody give him a hot dog.
I like it.
All right, back to action here.
We've had a streaker and a dog.
1st and 10 for the Titans. Ball at their own 21-yard line. Ball is handed up inside, and he's going to be hit in the backfield.
Good job by Hunter Nichols.
Oh, he slung him down. Good job right there.
Really good tackle.
That's going to be a loss.
Really nice play there by Hunter Nichols. That's going to be a loss of
almost. Coach, they're going to move him back almost 6 yards.
Yeah.
So he was hit in the backfield, and they kind of slung him back. Sometimes you'll see him sling him back, and they won't mark the ball all the way back there, but they did.
Well, and give credit here to, our interior defensive line right there.
Yes.
Because he doesn't bounce it like that if the hole's there, right? He's trying to get that up inside. He jump cuts that, try to get to the outside. Hunter stayed disciplined and kept the edge and was able to make a play.
All right, so we have a stoppage of play here. Under a minute left in the first quarter. 59 seconds. Wardogs lead this one 7-0. Tulsa McLain only on their second possession of the night. Their first possession went 3 and out. And the third play was an interception over the middle by Wardog safety Garrett Walls. The Wardogs took it and punched it in for a 35-yard drive. Ended up with a 3-yard run by Jinks. And that's where we stand, 7-0. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 16 for the Titans.
Not sure what the stoppage is. If it was an equipment or what, but he should roll the clock here, Coach, when we're ready for play.
All right, they get it set, and
well, he's not going to. He should. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are running.
There it goes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a pass over the middle, and good. That's got
good play.
Yeah, they got a number 21. Got a
Dominic
Humble. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, good
kind
play.
Of like a little bit of kind of a deep slant over the middle, and quarterback, the linebacker dropped to the wall there and got a hand on it. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 15.
Coach, when I used to coach those DBs all the time and those linebackers, I used to always talk about closing windows. You want windows closed, and Dominic Hummel did a great job there.
Yes.
So it looks like he's open, from up here, but with the linebacker sitting in that window and then the safety sitting over the top, it forces that right there, which is another opportunity for an interception. So good play by Miami.
All right, 3rd and 15, 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Dogs leading here 7-0. Oh, ball is snapped. It goes over the quarterback's hands.
Get there, Reese.
All the way back inside the 1. There's a scrum for it. The War Dogs fall on it. They could have a touchdown. We're trying to figure it out.
Boy, just tremendous pressure up front. He's got the fist up, so this is fourth down.
Coach, I think they're going to mark it down right about the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
So.
But my problem is on the stat sheet is who do you give the tackle for loss to? I'm going to go ahead and give that to. I'm going to split that between Reese and Hunter. I really thought that both Reese Satterwhite and Hunter Nichols, they're on the edge, Coach. Those two are getting shot out of cannons so far. So I'm going to give both of those guys a tackle for loss. Even though the snap's over the head, but if we got to give great effort to be able to make that play there. So big play for Miami.
All right, so it's going to bring up 4th down and a country mile. The ball is actually inside the 1.
And again, Coach, I'm confused on why the clock's not running here.
Yeah, the clock's there. It goes. Well, they ran it for a half. There it goes.
Okay, sorry to say that's a live ball.
So this could be interesting here. He's punting out of his end zone, and he's
just get
away. And the Bulldogs are going to take over about their own about the McLean 30. So after the interception, we took over the 35. After the punt, we're actually going to take over the 30, so even 5 yards closer. So,
yeah, Coach, I mean, it's tough because, I mean, obviously they make the huge mistake by snapping it over their heads. But if we're not playing with effort up front, they have a chance. Again, they're athletic enough. They can pick that up, and if they have space, they got athletes to be able to make plays in the open field. So, again, credit to our defensive line for giving a great push and giving some great effort right there to be able to make sure that ends up being just a massive – loss for McLean and puts them in a position where it's tough to get that tight punt out of there. Everything's sped up a little bit, and then obviously in our favor, we're getting fantastic field position that we really need to take advantage of here.
All right, it's 1st and 10 for the War Dogs. Ball at the McLean 30-yard line. Coach, is this that time we want a little play action pass?
Yeah, I can see it going either way. I can see us trying to continue to try to take over the line of scrimmage here, and I'm confused on what the.
We're going to have another stoppage in play. Sure
but what I was going to say is I could see us also just kind of coming right back and trying to stay downhill and kind of frustrate them a little bit with that 3 yards cloud of a dust offense that you and I talk about every game, it seems like. But, yeah, you're not wrong, Coach. This is that big play after a turnover, right, where you have that play action, maybe take a shot here. I see number 3, Braylon Riley, way up at top with a really wide split, and looks like he's drawing man coverage. Safety help is – way inside the hash, so you got a fade route out there with Riley, but it just wouldn't surprise me, Coach, just to not see the running game here.
Yep. All right, let's go back to action. I think they're having a little bit of trouble with the play clock. They're going to shift Davis over.
Here's this overset again. Yeah.
They're going to take
quarterback power left side. You think?
So if they ran, this is 2nd or 3rd time we ran tonight.
Good block by both running backs there.
All right, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. And that could possibly be the last play of the first quarter.
I'm going to give him 2.
Let's give him 2. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the War Dogs, and that's going to bring the first quarter to a close. So that's a rapidly moving first
really
quarter.
Was, wasn't it? Yeah.
War Dogs keeping the ball on the ground almost, probably 80-90% of the time, and a good opening quarter for the War Dogs. They lead at 7-0. War Dogs come in 2-2, 0-1 in district. McLean also 2-2. They were 1-0 in district.
Again, for our listeners, number one, thank you for tuning in and being with us here on Wardog TV with myself and Coach Paxton and Kiara up here in the booth. And we got David Frazier on the field with Rylan and Blake. So are doing everything we can to keep this a normal setup as possible. The one thing that we, as I hit the monitor and about tear it up, the one thing that we don't have is the capability to do the distance. The down is going to be correct. The game clock is going to be correct, quarters, the score. But right now it says 2nd and 10. The true down and distance is 2nd and 9. So we'll do our best to verbal that, but everything else is on point.
So we're getting ready to move into the second quarter. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the War Dogs. Ball is at the McLean 28-yard line.
And we're moving to that part of the field, Coach, where it's going to be difficult for me and Kiara to see anything. Yeah. I'm going to have to, you know what? Why? I don't have to look. I've got the Wardog TV camera. I mean, I've got the monitor.
Look on the screen right there, Coach Davis.
I mean, we've got these monitors that are massive up here, and I'm sitting here trying to look around. I'm like, just look at the monitor. I tell you.
All right, War Dogs break the huddle. Opening play of the second quarter. War Dogs lead 7-0. War Dogs now driving again. Ball inside McLean territory at the 28.
Tell you what, Coach, just a great camera look right now. I mean, these guys do such a great job. I mean, it's just a high-quality work by our students.
And the ball, that's going to be the
Speed
option play over to Davis. Run the right side to the 20. He's going to pick up a first down. So all the way from the 28 inside the 20 down to about the 18. Let's give him 10 on that one, Coach Davis. Little speed option look by the Wardogs. They are now inside the red zone. Let's mark it right at the 20 is now. Oh, I was right about the 18. Not a huge crowd tonight here for Tulsa McLain. We want to thank those Wardog fans who traveled up the turnpike, down the turnpike. Watch the Wardogs here in Tulsa tonight. Wardogs will be on the road next week, and Coach, the dog's back.
The dog is back.
I think he's trying to play outside linebacker for McLean.
It's just kind of funny, too, seeing some of the players just kind of coming up, try to help him out, and that dog just takes off like,
It's going to be first and 10 for the Wardogs.
Again, I was confused. I mean, obviously, we know that they're going to stop play for the first down, but then I never saw the clock start again, and now I know why.
So the Dogs even came to the other end of the field.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a wrangler.
He's now in the end zone.
And we've got the camera on the dog, so good work up there by our camera people. And now he's gone. And now the chain guy is checking in to be the wrangler. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and play here.
Yep. All right, first and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball at the 18-yard line.
The clock should be running, but it's not, but that's okay.
Wardogs lead 7-0. Clock now starting to roll. Hand up inside to Hunter Nichols.
Good cut,
to the 10, inside the 10.
Good run.
He's going to take it down to about the 7-yard line.
Coach, I'm going to give him 11 there, you
That's
think?
a nice play right there. Coach Wardog starting to open up some gaps in that defense of McLean. Coach, that's going to bring up first and goal for the Wardogs. 11:28 left till halftime. Wardogs lead this one 7-0. Wardogs are knocking on the door. They have first and goal at the McLean 7. Wardogs come out, 2 receivers left, 1 right.
Coach, I have to laugh. Sorry, our good buddy Matt Osborne, I call him Matty-O, says, do we get a penalty for having 12 dogs on the field?
Either that or are the Dogs on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Could be an offside.
Matty-O.
Ball up inside to Nichols. He's going to go across the 5 down to about the 4-yard line. The dog is now working its way back up the field.
What'd you give Hunter there, Coach, yardage-wise?
I think about 2.
Okay.
Coach, the dog's at the 45. He's to the 50. But he's moving away from the action. He said, where's the concession stand?
Yeah, he was closer the first time down
That's right.
here. So, again, it's actually a good-looking dog. I mean, surely someone's going to claim that fella.
Let's call it second down and 5 for the Wardogs. Second and goal. Ball at the 5. 10:26 left in the second quarter. Wardogs lead 7-0. Wardogs come out with 2 backs in the backfield with Jinx. That's Davis and Nichols.
Yep, just 21 personnel. Here comes the overset again.
Coach, I'm got to think they're going to be setting that up to do something else.
Poor
Bad snap.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So that's the type of thing you just can't have happen.
Yeah.
You have a good drive going, and that's twice that the Wardogs have had either a bad snap or a mishandled handoff. And luckily, Jinx was able to fall back on it. So it's going to bring up third and 10. Ball at the 11. Third and goal. Ball at the 11. 9:50 left till halftime. Wardogs lead this one 7-0. Wardogs had a little bit of a bad snap right there. Third and goal. Ball at the Titan 11. There comes the shift over.
We haven't seen anything other than quarterback run game out of this set. So.
And Coach Wardog is going to take a timeout. And they're going to talk about it. So, like I said, you got to think they got to be maybe trying to set something else up with shifting that back over. We'll see what Coach Gardner and them have in store for us. We want to say special thanks to Miami Superintendent Nick Highsmith, Assistant Superintendent Kenny Iverson, and the Miami Public Schools Board of Education for the continued support of Wardog Athletics. Shout out to our Director of Communication, David Frazier, who is the brains and the MVP behind the scene of Wardog Football. We're very fortunate to bring you live action every Friday night and one Thursday night as Wardogs play this season. Wardogs 2-2, fighting for playoff berth. Wardogs take a timeout here. It's going to be 3rd down and a goal at the 11. So here you got to be thinking you're probably going to have to get pretty close to it, or you got to be thinking field goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think on this drive, I mean, like you said it earlier, Coach. We've kind of started to gash them in a couple of spots here. So I really think the playbook's still wide open here. Don't
I
you
think
agree?
so. I think so too.
I don't think this is necessarily has to be pass or anything like that. But again, I love the 2-back set because you got 3 threats there, and you also have the threat of play action and tight end Reese Satterwhite or wide out Garrett Walls.
All right, there's the shift again. We'll put both Wardogs to the left of Jinx. He's going to take the ball and roll out to his left. He's under pressure, and he's going to be hit. He's going to be dropped back at the 20. So one of the things you probably couldn't afford to do is to give up a big sack, and that's what the Wardogs did. So, Coach, we went from 2nd and goal at the 5 to now it's 4th and goal at the – they're going to mark it about the 19-yard line. So that sack might have taken you a little bit out of field goal range.
Well, it looks like the field goal team's coming on here.
But they are going to come on. So Wardogs will be lining up balls at the 19. So this will be roughly a 36-yard field goal. Shane Douthit will come out to attempt the 3-point kick. Coach, the Dogs back. He's at the 50, and he's working his way down the field. This is going to be a 36-yard attempt. Walls is going to be holding. Douthit's going to be kicking. They're going to play on. There's the snap, the hold. It's a bad snap. Wall's going to roll out, and he's going to throw, and it's going to be picked off, and that's probably going to be a touchdown for McLean, unless we can get a tackle here.
Yeah.
So that was a play that was busted. It had a bad snap, and Walls picked it up and tried to roll out and tried to throw it and threw it right to McLean Scott, and he's going to take the ball all the way to the other end. So we do get a stop right here, but momentum definitely switching on that play right there. Wardogs knocking on the door, not able to come up with a score, and a mishandled snap on between quarterback center exchange, and then a bad snap on the field goal attempt. Wardogs looking to go up 14-0. All of a sudden now you're yelling defense, and McLean has ball inside the Wardog red zone. So big turnaround right here. The Wardog defense is going to have to step up and get a stop here.
Yep, just the frustrating part. If you're a Miami Wardog fan, the coaches and players are just kind of shooting yourself in the foot there. Had an opportunity to really jump up 2 scores, and lack of execution puts us in a bind here.
So they hand the ball up inside of the running back. He's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to fight for about a half a yard. So good job up inside by the defensive line. Satterwhite on the tackle along with the linebackers. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Really no gain there for McLean at all. Coach, they have not been really able to run the ball at us at all so far tonight.
Yeah, and they like to run the football, and they had a lot of success with it the last 2 weeks against Catoosa and Tulsa Memorial. So far we've done a pretty good job up front containing that.
Bring up 2nd 10, 7:46 left in the 2nd quarter. We're going to stop the clock one more time. We've got a little bit of action on the other end of the field. They're trying to get that dog.
Dog's kind of been the star of the 2nd quarter.
All right. Back to action here. 2nd and 10 for the McLean. Ball at the Wardog 20-yard line after the interception on the extra point attempt that went bad.
Coach, that's a false start. Yeah,
yep.
I thought I saw the wide receiver up top take off a little early.
Yep, and that's going to back them up 5 yards. So bring up 2nd down and 15. I think this is a team you'd like to put in a situation where they have to throw the ball.
Yeah, I
They're
agree.
not near as comfortable on running it. Wardogs have already had 1 interception so far tonight.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he wants to hold on to the ball real long either. It looks like a lot of 3-step, quick game passing. So that'll make it difficult for our pass rush to get there. But at the same time, hopefully we can get him to double clutch and maybe get a big sack.
All right, 2nd down and 15 for McLean. Ball at the Wardog 24-yard line. Motion across. He's going to drop back, and it is going to be caught. Pretty good coverage right there. Just a little slant play, and it's going to be caught, and they're going to take the ball inside the 10 down to about the 6. It's Good-looking throw and catch right there by just a little slant play.
Yeah.
And like I said, our corner was right there on top of him, but good placement of the ball by the McLean quarterback. So McLean now knocking on the door, trying to tie this one up. First and goal at the Wardog 6-yard line. 6-7-12, left till half. Wardogs lead this one 7-0. There's a snap hand to the running back. He's going to be hit in the backfield.
Good play.
He's going to be dropped.
Oh, that's a helmet.
It's a helmet.
Wow.
He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage and brought down about the 12-yard line, I believe.
Good play. Is that Hunter Nichols again?
I think so, Coach. So, Coach, how this shows how quick things can turn. Wardogs, driving and getting ready to go up, we think 14-0 in a game that we've dominated. All of a sudden now McLean's, now they've got first and goal, second and goal, and they're trying to tie it up. It's going to bring up second down and goal. Ball is roughly about the Wardog. They moved it up a little bit to about the 12-yard line. 6:24 left till half. Wardogs lead this one 7-0. It's been a rapidly moving clock tonight. Only thing that's really slowed us down is the dog on the field tonight.
Yeah. Need a big play here. Need to get them to third and long here.
There's a snap. Quarterback's going to drop back. He's going to roll out. Good pressure, throwing it out, and it's going to be incomplete. Just tried to hit his back out of the backfield. Really didn't. Looks like, Coach, he didn't have anywhere to go, and he was just trying to get rid of it.
Well, and again, I'm going to say it. Hunter Nichols was having a well of a first half. He was right there again. I saw Alfred Bailey come in there late, but a great quarterback pressure there by Hunter Nichols. Right now, he is just causing havoc in the McLean backfield, and which is great to see, having a really good first half.
Let's call it third and goal for the Titans. Ball at the 12-yard line. Wardogs leading 7-0. Right at the halfway point of the second quarter. 6:05 left till half. Quarterback gets it, drops it back, under pressure again, and he's going to be hit. Oh, he's hit hard. Number 77, that's Julio Valenzuela with big-time pressure on the quarterback.
So, Coach, fourth down
Coach,
here.
we're going to have – do we have a penalty on the play? No? Okay,
no, it's fourth down.
Okay, I thought he was signaling personal foul.
What I was going to say here, Coach, fourth and long, this is draw and screen. So I would think even quarterback draw possibly with his ability at quarterback. Maybe a little looks like they were trying to set a little outside running back screen there, but I could see an inside screen here. And then another play you're going to see down here is one-on-one coverage. Number 13 had the slant earlier. He's up top with single coverage, maybe the slant or maybe even the fade up there. So I'd be ready for that.
All right, big play here for the Wardog defense. Fourth and goal, ball at the 11 for McLean. Quarterback gets it, drops straight back.
Yeah, that's it. It's
They're going to throw it up, and it is going to go out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete, so the Wardogs hold.
Good hold.
Good job right there by the Wardog defense after the turnover. The Wardogs will take over, ball at their own 11-yard line. So after the change of possession right there, the Wardogs come up with a big stop.
Now we just got to we've got all that other stuff out of our system. Now let's put together a drive, and we've got to go get, Coach, at least 2 first downs here to get our back out from against the wall so we can at least flip field position. So Tulsa McLain will get the ball to start the second half. So we want to make sure that we put a drive together here.
All right, 5:56 left till halftime. Wardogs take over on downs, ball at their own 11-yard line. Wardogs back with 1 back in the backfield, 2 receivers left, 1 right.
Oh, fumbled snap again.
There's another bad snap. Coach, I don't know if that was a fumbled snap or a drop snap.
Yeah, it looks like that's what I meant, a drop snap.
Yeah, it looks like he just dropped it. So those are the type of things that you can't afford to do. Wardogs, the last possession or two, it's got a little sloppy. The first couple possessions looked really good.
Coach, they never started the clock, the main clock here. We started it on our live stream. They did not start it.
5:53 clock should be running right now.
Yeah, and it's not. Officials got to notice that too.
It's going to bring up second down and 14 for the Wardogs. Ball back inside the 10 after the mishandled snap. That's going to go to Jinx over the left side. He's going to fight his way out across the 10 out to the 11-yard line.
Pretty good run. We'd have loved for that to have been on first down, though.
Yeah, it's going to bring up third and 10. This would be a good time, Coach, to try to draw them off sides here. A little hard count.
Good call.
And pick up 5 easy ones. 5:23 left till halftime. Wardogs leading 7-0. Wardogs backed up deep in their own territory, facing third and 10. See what Coach Gardner wants to do here. Davis in the backfield with Jinx. They're going to bring Walls across the formation, and we're going to get a.
Oh, wait, nope, they got back.
Oh.
I thought he may have came across and made contact there.
He came forward. I don't know how he didn't come across the ball. Now we're going to get a delay game
wow.
on the Wardogs.
Oh, no, it looks like a timeout.
Okay, we did drop the flag, but we might have got a timeout right before. So Wardog's going to take another timeout. So thank you for joining us on Wardog TV. Week 2 of the district play. Here's some results from Week 1. Wagner beat Skytook 66-0. Cushing beat the Wardogs 53-14. McLean defeated Catoosa 34-20, and Oologah 48, Cleveland 7. Wardogs will be on the road next week at Skytook. Next Friday night, kickoff at 7 o'clock. We'll be with you right here on Wardog TV, bringing you all the action. Big play coming up here for the Wardogs. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. Still 4:58 left till half. And what had been a rapidly moving first quarter and a half is now slowed to a screech, and not because of the dog on the field.
Yeah, Coach. This is a tough place to be. 3rd and long, backed up in your own territory. I mean, your head says, "Oh, we're going to drop back and try to throw it and get a first down," but at the same time, you don't want to make a mistake. So, interested to see if we keep the ball on the ground here to try to churn out a few more yards to give our punter a little bit of room, or if we try to get aggressive.
Yeah, the Wardog defense has played well tonight. We'd like to give them as positive field position as we can. So it's going to be 3rd down. Ball to Jinx over the right side.
That's another tough mesh right there.
Yep,
the
once
mesh
again,
is just wide.
Not there, and they're going to pick up about 7 or 8, but not going to be enough for the first down. Wardog's going to be forced to punt. It's going to call it 4th and 2. 4:40 left till halftime. Wardogs leading 7-0. The punt team comes out.
Yeah, I think this is the right call. I mean, I know,
definitely so.
I mean, if this is on your own 40, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think the ball has to be punted here. Like you said, Coach, defense up to this point is playing pretty well.
Yep.
So
we'll see here. We want the ball not between the hashes on all kicks tonight.
We have a timeout, McLean.
McLean's going to take a timeout. So, all right. Some local games of interest. Commerce tonight at Quapaw, Grove at Claremore, Jay at Inola, Blue Jacket at Watts, Afton at Wyandotte, and Fairland at Hobart. Some of the local action in our area. We'll try to bring you some scores as we can through the night. The score we'd like so far is Wardog 7, Tulsa McLain 0. The Wardogs facing a 4th down, kind of deep in their own territory.
Yeah, it looked like traditional punt. So need a good battery here. Need a good snap. Need set to get a hold of one here, and need to have great coverage to try to get them, on their side of the field here. See if we can flip field position and maybe get a couple of quick stops. I think we've used 2 timeouts, Coach, and they've used 1. So there's plenty of time here with those 2 timeouts for McLean to do something if they're able to get a drive going.
Yeah, so back to action here. 4th and 2 for the Wardogs. Ball at their own 17-yard line. Davis back in punt formation. Good snap, good catch, and the kick. It's going to go to about the 50-yard line.
And now we got a tackle.
And they're good job right there. Good job by the Wardog defense as he picked up about 2 yards on the return. So McLean will take over in good field position. Actually, the ball on the Wardog side of the 50. Coach, here's a few scores from around the district. Cushing leading at Catoosa 49-0 in the second quarter.
Whew.
Skytook at Cleveland. Skytook leading 13-0, also second quarter score. And Wagner is leading Oologah 30-0 in the second quarter. So
Wagner and Cushing just
they're just right now seem to be a class
above.
above.
They're really playing good football. Just talented football teams.
I know the Tulsa World has Cushing ranked number 1 and Wagner number 3 and number 4.
Yeah.
And, of course, Wagner has been a perennial power in our class for several years. So, all right, back to action here. 1st and 10 for McLean. Ball at the Wardog 47-yard line. High snap up inside to the running back. He's going to be hit right about the line of scrimmage. He's going to fight for about 2 yards. So, Coach, the old front 7 continue to do an outstanding job by the Wardog defense.
Yep, they've looked good so far. Right there, there was a little bit of a seam there, but it was closed up quick and a good wrap up and a good tackle.
All right, that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Titans.
Coach, they've been notorious here on 2nd and 3rd and long. They're throwing it. So I would like to think that they're going to run the ball here, but they haven't showed that in this first half.
Their quarterback's been under pressure all night long when he's dropped back.
Be a great place for a turnover,
Definitely
wouldn't it?
so. 3:39 left till halftime. Wardogs up 7-0. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, playing McLean. And he's going to drop back for a pass. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught right out to about the 38-yard line. And it's going to be short of a first down. It's going to bring up Coach, I think, third and about 1. Hey, Coach, you're going to probably going to have to give him some of those. Just a little hitch route right there, and you keep him in front of you and tackle.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't think that was really – I thought that was played pretty well.
Yes.
I don't know. I think that's Braylon out there. But anyway, I thought it was played pretty well. It's not like he had a big cushion. He made contact as soon as he caught the ball, and third down here, and see if we can go to work up front.
All right, 3rd and 1 for McLean. Under 3 minutes left till half. Ball at the Wardog 38. Ball is hit to the back. Running back, he's hit in the backfield.
Got to finish.
And he's going to be dropped for a loss all the way
job.
back. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like they're going to mark it right at the 40-yard line. So, Coach, that's going to be a loss of about 3. So, big play up right there by the front 7 of the defense. Actually can put about the 39. So let's call it 4th and 2.
My apologies, Coach. There. If I'm looking at slant. I'm looking at the single receiver side. Right now, it's into the boundary. I think they're going to run slant. Their best receiver is 13, which is closest to us that Garrett Walls is covering. They're going to go to their best play in the passing game here. I really believe that, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be slant here.
All right, big play right here, 4th and 2 for McLean. Ball at the Wardog 39-yard line. They got to get inside the 37.
They're set up for run though.
Yeah, he's going to drop back. He's going to throw it.
There it is.
And it is caught. Caught about the 31-yard line. So just a little hitch play right there. One of the things I always talk to my son, we talk football, so the hitch is almost always open.
Always open.
And they take advantage of that right there. It's going to bring up first down for McLean. 2:04 left in the first half. Clock is running. McLean has it 1st and 10 at the Wardog 31.
Yeah, McLean's in a position right now, right where you want to be. They're trying to get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah.
Trying to get a score here before the half, and they come out second half and they get the football.
Wardog's leading 7-0. 1:48 left till half. Quarterback gets it, drops back. He's going to throw it, and it is going to fall incomplete. A little pass out here to the flat, and it falls way short. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. 1:41 left till half.
Coach, what I saw there was a quarterback that's been under pressure the whole evening. He never set his feet and stepped into that lead foot to get the throw on that. It was off his back foot, kind of fading away. So that's a testament to the pressure that our front 7 has put on those guys early.
All right, 1:41 left till half. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for McLean. Ball is at the Wardog 31-yard line. Almost halftime. Wardog's leading here 7-0. There's a high snap. Quarterback's under pressure.
Good job.
And he's going to be brought down for about a 2-yard loss. And maybe almost as important right there, Coach, the clock is continuing to run. 1:30, 1:29, 1:28. As the quarterback was sacked for a 2-yard loss, and the clock's now they've stopped it. Yeah, okay, McLean has taken a timeout.
Yes, sir.
So
I was getting ready to say, Coach, I think we have one left. So if we do, if we get a stop here on 3rd down, you might see Coach Gardner take it there, but we may be out of timeouts though.
All right, 1:28 left till halftime.
Actually, the main scoreboard here at the field is showing that we are out of timeouts. But I know McLean has used their second. So.
All right, Wardogs next week will be on the road at Skytook. Then the following week, October 13th, will be a Thursday night. We'll be at home against Catoosa. And then back on the road for trips to Oologah, to Cleveland, and then we'll wrap everything up on November the 4th at home against Wagner. And then hopefully get ready for a playoff action after that. All right, it's 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout-out to the Lady Wardog softball team who finished tied for 1st in their district, but Skytook won the tiebreaker, so Skytook is hosting. We are going to Stigler, as Coach Paxson mentioned earlier, in the first quarter. And coming in hot, winning, I believe, 12 straight games and 14 of their last 16 or something like that. They've really been playing well, and want to wish them the best of luck at regionals at Stigler High School next Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, 3rd and 12 for the McLean. 1:28 left till half. There's a snap. Quarterback drops back, and he's going to throw it over the middle. It's going to be caught. It's going to be brought down to about the 20-yard line. Should be enough for the first down for McLean. Threw that ball to the trip side. And had him open over the middle, so McLean does pick up a first down. 1:21 left till half. Ball right at the 20-yard line. Wardog defense needs a big play right here. Quarterback drops back. He Gets outside of the pressure.
Got a lot of space.
Rolling, and he is going to go out of bounds at about the 19-yard line.
Coach, that could almost be an incomplete pass.
It almost looked like it was.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the ball kind of came out funny. Pretty good job stringing that out right there by the Wardog defense, and obviously good coverage.
Yeah, I got a little worried when he got to the edge.
I did too, yeah.
Because you want him to take it and run at 107, left tail half. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for McLean. Ball at the Wardog 19-yard line. Wardogs lead this one 7-0. McLean has trips to the left, one receiver to the right.
Ball at the 19-yard line for the Titans.
Wardogs bring pressure. Quarterback flush out to his right.
He's got running room there.
And it's going to go incomplete.
I'm really surprised he didn't take off there, Coach.
Yeah.
He had a lot of green in front of him.
Coach, we got to have somebody containing that quarterback, keeping him in the pocket, because you don't want him outside the pocket.
No, and I think he had a first down there easily if he takes off running, but he tried to force one in there, and, incomplete pass, stop the clock, 3rd down and long.
All right, 3rd and 10, 1 minute, 1 second left till half. Wardogs trying to get a stop here before half and go in 7-0. No score in the second quarter. Wardogs punch it in the first on a 3-yard run by quarterback Jinks. All right, 3rd and 10. Big play here for the Wardog defense. McLean has the ball at the Wardog 19-yard line. Quarterback drops back, steps up. He's rolling. He's going to be hit, and he's going to fall to about the 15. Ball's on the ground, but he's going to be down. We're going to mark him about the 14. Clock is continuing to move, and now it is stopped.
McLean has taken the time out there, and I think that they're going to try to go get a first down or a touchdown here with 49 seconds left.
49 seconds left. They're going to be facing 4th and about 5.5.
So I think we're both out of timeouts at this point, Coach.
Wardogs need a big play right here. Wardogs lead this one 7-0. McLean, though, threatening to score right before half.
Boy, how big would a stop be here, Coach? This would be the second time inside the red zone that the Wardogs would hold the Titans out of the from scoring. But this is a big play here.
Yeah.
I feel like that we've done some really nice things in the first half, but you look up and it's 7-0. So.
And like you said a little bit earlier, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot. We had a really good drive.
Yeah. Worst case scenario down there, Coach, if we turn it over on downs, they got to operate their offense from inside the 10.
Yeah, and really, and you're thinking worst case scenario, 10-0.
That's right.
Not 7, and then we mishandle the snap and then throw the interception.
Yep.
On the quarter as he tries the holder try to run out. All right, back to action here.
Big play
right here. 4th and 5 for McLean.
Need a great pass rush up front here.
How about a pick 6 right here going the other way, Coach?
Oh man, that'd be a timely one, wouldn't it? For the first defensive score of the season.
Yes. All right, there's the snap. Throwing it over the middle, and it's caught, and he is going to go in for the score. Little slant across the middle. McLean catches it, and they score with 44 seconds left. And they're going to have the extra point to try this one or go up 1.
Yeah, and Coach, I mean, there's 2 guys that he's looking to throw to. He's throwing to 11. He's throwing to 13. So that's got to be something that we look at and establish, from a defensive standpoint. We got to be able to pick those guys out. So I think they may be going for 2.
Coach, they are. They're lining up for 2. They're going to go with 2 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. Going for 2. They're going to hand the ball to the running back. He's going around the left side, and he's going to be hit in the backfield and stopped.
Yeah, good play there.
Good job right there by the Wardog defense. And so 44 seconds to left till halftime, and Wardogs still lead by 1 after they thwarted extra point attempt by McLean.
Yeah, I mean, unless we can get a really big kickoff return here to possibly midfield, I just kind of look for us to kind of run the clock out and kind of regroup at halftime and kind of hitting the reset button. Again, you don't feel real bad about everything in the first half if you take away, really 4 snaps.
Yeah.
Everything else has been pretty good. I mean, we've given up a couple of 4th downs and a 3rd down on that drive, with basically the same passing concepts. I think those are adjustments can be made at the half. You know, like I said earlier, just being able to identify where 11 and 13 are in the passing game. But other than that, I mean, there's not just a ton. You know what I'm saying? We've done some nice things.
All right, 44 seconds left till halftime.
Be nice to pop a big one here,
though.
though.
Definitely so, because the War Dogs are out of timeouts. There's the kick, and it's going to come up short. It's going to be caught by Walls at the 30, 35. Still going out to the 40.
This is what we needed.
45 out to the 50.
Yeah, that's what we needed.
So War Dogs might have time right here to maybe have a little bit of chance to attack.
Yeah, I think at this point you kind of go after it a little bit. And now we are going to be probably a little bit predictable with 36 seconds, knowing that we don't have a timeout, that they know we're going to have to throw the football. So they may set back and drop 7 or 8. But, yeah, let's see if we can go down there, grab a couple of first downs, and give ourselves a couple of shots at the end zone or maybe a chance for a long field goal.
Yeah, definitely so. It's going to bring 36 seconds left till halftime. War Dogs leading 7-6. They're going to take over the ball right at the 50-yard line. Ball's to Jinx. He's going to roll to his left. And it is, in, and that's a good throw right there, right through the hands of McKibben. He had him right at the 40.
Yep.
And he put the ball right on the money. McKibben not able to bring it in. Let's bring up 2nd and 10 for the War Dogs. Like I said, ball right at midfield. War Dogs lead this one 7-6, 31 seconds left till halftime. War Dogs had really felt like kind of dominated this whole half until the last little drive right there, and McLean was able to punch it in on 4th down. So the thwarted extra point attempt will leave the War Dogs up 1. 31 seconds left till half. War Dogs have an illegal formation. Let's see if anybody catches it. Jinx is going to be forced out, and he's going to throw the ball out of play. War Dogs had 5 men in the backfield, but I do not see a flag on the play anywhere.
Yeah, I think at this point, Coach, with the 2 incomplete passes and giving up pressure there, I'd like to see us just hand the ball off here, and if we get lucky and pop one and stop the clock, great, we can spike it. But if not, let the clock run out and try to minimize where we're at right now. I mean, taking a lead to halftime is not a bad thing in any ball game.
You definitely don't want to turn over here an opportunity for them for a big run back.
I would definitely run the ball if it was if they had a timeout, but they do not.
Low snap again to Jinx. He's going to be caught in the backfield.
The penetration now is starting to make me a little nervous. Hadn't seen that yet, but that'll take us to half right there.
Yeah, that'll take us to half. Clock under 15 seconds now. So we're going to put the first half in the books. War Dog's going to be facing 4th down.
Actually, it looks like he's going to try for maybe a Hail Mary.
You're going to have to hurry and get it off. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. There you go. We're going to drop back. Jinx all kinds of time now being flushed. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught. But that's going to bring the last play of the half. The ball was caught by Riley up to about the 37-yard line. So pick up of 13 on that play. And that brings the first half to a close. Coach, in a half that you feel the War Dogs have really kind of dominated for 90% of that. But look on the scoreboard, it's only a 1-point lead.
No, I think you're dead on. I mean, I think if you're Tulsa McLain, you feel really, really good about this going into half. And if you're Miami, you got to find a way to clean up your mistakes. Again, there's a lot of penetration there on that last couple of drives. Carson has no time to set his feet and throw the ball. So there's definitely some adjustments and some stuff we got to clean up, Coach, or this is going to be a dogfight all the way through 4 quarters.
It definitely is.
So I think, Coach, at this point, we're gonna mute and we're gonna take us a little bit of a break. If you're staying on Wardog TV, you're just gonna see a graphic up on the screen. I promise you, we are still with you, and we will be back at the start of the 3rd quarter after a 20-minute halftime.
TMC Again, you're happy.
And there you have it, the TMC marches.
McLean High School TMC Soul, providing our halftime entertainment right here at homecoming at Melvin Driver Stadium. Land of the Scots and Titans. Round of applause for that TMC marching band. As we conclude tonight's halftime, we'd like to recognize other games throughout the metro area. Stillwater at Booker T. Washington, Oklahoma City Grant at Bartlesville, Victory Christian at Vedic, it's Bishop Kelly at Collinsville, Cassia Hall at Central, Cushing at Catoosa, Grove at Claremore, Sciatic at Cleveland, Coweta at Sepulchre, Memorial versus East Central, Hale at Edison, Deep at Westmore, Miami right here at McLean, Owasso at Mustang, Oologah at Wagner, and Sand Springs at Tahlequah. Those are the games in our metro area. Right here is halftime at McLean, where the Wardogs are up on top by 1, leading 7-6. scores from this area. Lion lead Central 7-6. Rogers over Pryor 7-3. Cassia Hall 0. Braves 0, but that's in the first quarter. Skycook 0-0. Ulaga 0-0, first quarter score.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're at Melvin Driver Stadium on the campus of Tulsa McLain. And we're at halftime. Wardogs lead this one 7-6, and it's been a close one throughout. Wardogs really felt like dominated about the first quarter and a half, only to have Tulsa McLain punch one in right before half. Wardogs were able to hold on a two-point conversion, and that takes us to where we are now, 7-6. Wardogs scored early in the first quarter, about midway through the first quarter, on a 3-yard run by quarterback Jinx. And it takes 7-0 lead. So Wardogs have had some opportunities to extend the lead, just not able to put it away or take care of the ball. So, Coach, we're going to have a dogfight here in Tulsa.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the middle of one. So, like you said, you feel like right now the turnovers are even, but really we almost feel like we're -1 because the one turnover led to, took away points off the board, number one, or an opportunity for some points on the bad bobbled snap, bad snap, whichever it was, on the field goal unit, and then we try to run our fire drill. We throw a pick. They get close to a 65-yard return, and that ends up we ended up stopping them there. But that was a big momentum swing. Even if we get 10 there, we're going to end up, kicking off and then, running a normal defense, and you change field position again, and then from there, you could possibly, separate yourself by a couple of scores. So that was a big turnover, but – like you said, Coach, in the first quarter, felt like we really dominated it. I mean, total yards rushing, we're about 114 yards rushing, looking 30 yards passing. And I would say, I don't know if McLean has positive rushing yards at this point.
I'd say definitely they do not have positive rushing.
And they've hit us, and their pass plays where they've had success has been just timely. A couple of fourth downs, couple of third downs lead to that score. But run through a few individual stats here. Carson Jinks has 12 carries for 45 yards, 3 for 5 passing for 30 yards. Seth Davis, 6 carries, 45 yards. Hunter Nichols, 4 carries, 23 yards. Garrett Walls has 1 catch for 15. Eric McKibben, 1 for 3. And Braylon Riley has 1 for 13.
Yeah, one of the things Coach Davis I think really stands out is the way our front seven has played defensively. They have really taken away the run game from Tulsa McLain, as you mentioned. I'm sure Tulsa McLain has really negative yards rushing, and part of that is from some quarterback snacks, but part of that is they're trying to run the ball, and we're hitting them in the backfield.
No, so, I thought the guys up front on defense have really played well.
Well.
I know Hunter Nichols called his name a ton. I mean, there's a couple of quick defensive stats. I mean, Hunter Nichols has 3 tackles for loss. Reese Satterwhite has a couple tackles for loss. Garrett Walls has the interception that set up the touchdown, or gave us an opportunity to set for some more points. I know Alfred Bailey's made a couple plays. Dominic Humble's made a couple of plays. I think we're tackling well in space. I really do. Again, Coach, their 2 best receivers, 11 and 13, have just been able to, nothing real fancy, just slant. They do a really good job with body control and kind of, blocking out that defender a little bit. And
the quarterbacks put it there where they can catch it.
Yeah, I mean, he has, and it's all quick game stuff. It's not like he's got a bunch of time and he's picking us apart. It's a 3-stat drop, and he's just slinging it. And, it's getting over the top of our backers. So he's putting the ball right where it's supposed to be. So, again, I don't think it's panic mode by any means. I don't think we're playing just awful football. But at the same time, some poor mistakes and some timely mistakes have allowed them to stay in it here. And, like you said, to start get us back here in the second half.
Never a good time for a turnover or mishandle, but we're driving and had the ball first and goal.
Yeah.
And then we have a bad snap or either a drop snap, and then we have a bad exchange on the field goal attempt. and we try to throw it, and they pick it off, and it leads to a touchdown. And so, War Dogs have, put the ball on the ground a few times, and it's cost them. It's really cost them. You have to say it's taking some points that should be on the board off. So War Dogs need to clean up some of the little things. I think you'll see us go back to the run game. War Dogs, had really done a good job, especially from the first quarter on to about the halfway of the second quarter, running the ball right at them. And I think I look to see us go back and do that because it seemed like the last part of the half, McLean had the ball the whole time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and you hate to say because there's a lot of football obviously to be played here in the second half, but I do believe that this first possession for McLean offensively is a big one because they're going to try to keep that momentum that they have, Coach, on that last scoring drive, and they hit those passes. So it's an important drive for them offensively, and for us on defense. We need to get back to getting them in those long yardage situations on third down. Second down, kind of forcing their hand a little bit and making them predictable. Obviously, no one's going to change anything that they wanted to do coming into the game with a 1-point game at the second half. So, I think if you're McLean, I think they probably try to come out and they probably going to make some adjustments in the run game to try to get some of that going. Haven't seen a lot of quarterback run game out of them yet. I fully anticipated that, but again, it'll be interesting to see if they try to set that up or if they like what they've done in the passing game and see if they coming out trying to take a shot, one or two early on this opening drive. So this is a big opening drive.
And we're right where we were at the beginning. Talk about the same things: turnovers, field possession, special teams. This one's a long way to go as we have a 1-point game here. Coach, here's some scores from around the district and some local games from our district. All these are halftime scores. Wagner leads Oologah 30-0. Cushing over Catoosa 56-0, and Skytook 13-7 over Cleveland. So we're on the road next week at Skytook, and be district game number 3. War Dogs definitely want to go in 1-1 in the district. We lost last week to Cushing, get that tough one out of the way, and then we ended up with a tough one with Wagner, and so we need to win all those ones in between and set us up for a run in the playoffs here.
Yeah, the next 4 weeks here determine our postseason fate. I mean, there's no other way to 5 weeks. The next 5 weeks determine whether or not we're going to have an opportunity to put ourselves in a position to get to the postseason or not. And this is week 1 of those 5. So, and every one of them are important. As you and I were talking, off the air, if we slip up here today, I mean, now even if you win the next 4, you're probably still needing somebody to help you, and you never want to be in that position. You want to control your own destiny. So,
of those 5 game, Coach, 4 of them are on the road. At McLean, at Skytook, at Oologah, at Cleveland. The one right in the middle is Catoosa at home. So,
and that's a fall break. Tough one to play. It's always tough to play on fall break on Thursday
night because there's no school now the whole week. Used to you're out Thursday and Friday, but now Miami's out all that whole week. So, Coach, we're ready for action here. We're ready to get underway here in the third quarter. War Dogs will be kicking off, and they lead up here at Melvin Driver Stadium 7-6.
That first half played in an hour and 6 minutes.
And it slowed down. It seemed like it late in the second half. In the first half, we were really going fast. All right, here we go as the second half, waiting for the whistle to get the second half underway. It's going to be an exciting half of football here for the War Dogs. There's the kick. And it is going to go down the right sidelines.
Oh, no.
And he is going to be gone.
This is what we're worried about. Yeah, that's the one thing that we couldn't do.
We kicked it right where we wanted, almost out of bounds, and he went over and got it, and he's going to take it almost right at 80 yards for a touchdown. So to start the second half, you couldn't have picked a worse start. War Dogs kick it off, kick it to the corner, and McLean gets it and goes the distance. So they go up 12-7. Like we said, Coach, it's never easy.
Coach, I felt like that it's almost like we were set up in lanes waiting for him to bring it back across, and he literally just stayed right on the sideline. And there was only 2 guys he had to beat there. So, again, we talked about that their plan was to kick it to the corners and not put it down the middle of the field.
And, I thought for a minute he was actually maybe going to go out of bounds.
I did too. I thought the kick was going to take him out of bounds.
And he stopped and came right up the sidelines and never had to venture back to the middle, and he goes the distance. So, 14 seconds in. And McLean takes a 12-7 lead on an opening kickoff return. So now the War Dogs going to be fighting uphill. McLean's going to go for extra point. Still trying to get set. had to be a delayed game there. They've been trying to set up for a while. Just now going to start the play clock. McLean going to go for 2. Wardogs down now 12-7 after the opening kickoff return of the second half. A little bit different look for McLean. Quarterback snaps it out to the running back. He's going to cut back, and he is going to be stopped short of the goal line.
Yeah.
So the Wardogs
Good job.
Once again hold on 2-point conversion. But, Coach, now we find ourselves instead of up 1, now down 5. So, like we said here, no reason to panic. The Wardogs need to come out and just reestablish the run game. And their defense has played well. And, one of the things you just think about, let's go score, and they don't kick it deep to them anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it changes anything.
No.
I think everything's still in place. Special teams are big for obvious reasons, as we've already seen it. We went from a 1-point lead to down 5 in 14 seconds. So sticking on special teams, though, with McLean coming in here after the big play, why not try an onside kick or a high onside or a pooch kick right here to try to get us to fumble it away. So I think we got to be ready for everything in the special teams game.
All right. Just underway here in the second half. McLean ran the opening kick back for a touchdown, so they went into the halftime down 1, now up 5 as a 2-point conversion failed.
Coach, they ran 15 seconds off. They ran the clock on that 2-point play, so we're trying to catch it up here on the live stream too, because the clock should have never started.
Coach, the kicker went in and kicked the ball off, but the chain guys were running across the middle of the field.
Okay.
Trying to get back over there to start the second half. So they're going to bring that one back and do it again. I think they don't kick the ball real deep, so hopefully the Wardogs could maybe find an opening and get a good return here. And,
Garrett Walls had a really nice return.
Yes.
There got us at midfield, and we weren't able to do anything with it there with just 44 seconds left in the first half, but we'd love to have a possession at midfield again.
All right, here we go. Here's the kickoff. It's odd, Coach, their kickoff team right at the 40. A little bit of an odd lineup there. Usually you back them up a step or two. They're almost offsides now. Trying to get everything set. Waiting for the whistle. There it is. There's the kick. They're going to kick it down the right side. That ball's going to be taken at the 20, out to the 25, across the 30, 35, out to the 40. Good run, out to the 35.
Yeah.
All right, Wardogs out to the 40, almost to the – we'll see where they mark it. It's hard as all the balls all the way across the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't tell who that was. A good return.
I could not tell either, Coach.
Was that Chris Kelly by chance, 22?
Coach, boy, I
hard to
see.
see.
Yeah, but they're going to have – Coach, we're going to take the ball all the way out to the 45.
Yeah,
so
great fielding position.
Good return right there by the Wardogs. That's the second time that the Wardogs have had a good kickoff return. So Wardogs come out, one back, 2 receivers right, 1 back in the backfield with Jinx. That's going to be Davis. Gibbon and Wall split to the right. They're going to hand the ball up inside to Davis. He's going to go up 45 up to about the 48-yard line. Going to pick up 3 on first down. We're just underway here in the second half. Wardogs led at half 7-6, but McLean took the opening kickoff and ran it back approximately 80 yards.
Looks like we got an injury.
Yeah, we're going to have an injured McLean Titan down on the field. Once again, let's talk to you a little bit about some of the activities happening this week among the Wardogs. Get out and support them. Monday, junior high football at Grove. The 7th grade will kick off at 5. The 8th grade roughly at 6 o'clock. Tuesday, October 4th, junior high cross country at Cleora. That'll race will start right at 9 o'clock. Next Wednesday, our high school softball competing in the regionals at Stigler High School. They have the number 2 seed in the regional, tied for the district, but lost the tiebreaker to Skytook. That makes them the number 2 seed here. They will play number 3 seeded Stillwell Lady Indians at 2. Game 2 will be at 6 with a win or 4 with a loss. So get out and support your Wardogs as they venture into track and junior high football and softball. All right, back to action here. 2nd and 7 for the Wardogs. Ball almost to midfield. We'll call it the 47. Ball is snapped to Jinx around the right side. He's across the 40, down the 45. He's going to pick up a first down. He's going to take that ball in McLean territory all the way down to the 40, roughly about the 44-yard line.
That opened up nice there, Coach.
He was patient and kind of let the blocking develop and then stuck it up in there. So all the way down to almost the 43-yard line. So good play right there.
Again, the
Clock is stopped. Should not be.
the White Hat's doing a poor job of clock the clock should be running right now, and it's not. I mean, stuff like this just really frustrates me from a game management standpoint.
Yeah, either he's not signaling or the clock guy's not running.
No, he didn't signal. I looked at it that time.
11 minutes now. Clock is now moving. Jinx fakes up inside to Davis. He's going to keep it over the right side. Still going down to the 40, down to the 35.
Good run, Carson.
And he's going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to be just about a yard short.
Get about 8 there.
Almost 9, I believe, Coach. He just was determined he was not going to go down, and he was carrying people. Going to back it up just a little bit. So let's call it second and a long one. Ball inside McLean territory. Ball right at the 35 on the right hash. So Wardogs, like we said, gave up a opening kickoff return for the touchdown, and now they find themselves down 5. 10:26, still early here in the third quarter. Wardogs trail 12-7. Ball to Jinx right up inside, and he is going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to fight forward. I think he's going to actually be marked a little bit short of the first down. It's going to bring up third and about a foot for the Wardogs. It's really one of the few times we felt we hadn't really had a lot of movement up front on the offensive line.
That's a really good, good call there. I was getting ready. I was literally sitting here thinking the same thing. That's kind of the first time that I felt like they've kind of got penetration there.
Third down and 1. Ball is in McLean territory. Definitely 4-down territory here. Look for a quarterback power to the left. That's exactly what we're going to get. We're going to have a first down.
Good cut.
Down the 35.
Good
He's going to be
block.
caught from behind, and he's going to go down to about the 26-yard line. That's actually just the defensive end from all the way to the backside chasing him down.
Yeah, everything up front and at the play side of that play looked really, really good.
Looks like they were almost in trouble by alignment right there.
Yeah, good call, Coach.
Wardogs going to pick up another first down as they're starting to put together their first drive of the second half.
What do you give Carson there, 8? 8 yards probably on that one?
Sounds good. I forget where we
well,
started.
I want to say we were I know we were 3rd and 1. So.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball up inside to Davis. He cuts back. He's going to get about 2-3 on the play.
Defensive ends are playing pretty well for them. They're kind of crashing down, and I've seen a lot of tackles being made on our interior line, diving at our legs. So that just means the offensive tackles just need to stay hooked up just a little bit longer so we can get to that next level there.
Let's give Davis 3 on first down. That makes it 2nd and 7. 8:45 left in the third quarter. Wardogs down 12-7. They have a good drive there inside the McLean 25. Let's call it the 24-yard line. Davis in the backfield beside Jinx. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Jinx going to keep it around the right side.
Yeah,
he throws the 20, inside the 15, down to the 14.
Good job by Julio Valenzuela out in front. Reese Satterwhite out there. Good job there.
All right. Coach, the misdirection play has been really good for us. When it's hurt us, it's when we've had either not handling the snap or the handoff a little, timing a little bit off. But I think that back, when we bring that back across the quarterback's face, I think it's causing their linebackers to chase him.
Yeah.
Then we were able to pull it, and the quarterback kind of get up behind that counter look. It's been some good plays for the Wardogs.
I agree.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball at the McLean, roughly 14-yard line.
Well, they got a bunch in the box. I mean, the little spot pass out here to either one of these guys is really good right now.
7:50 left till third quarter. Jinx around the left side. He's going to cut back inside the 5.
Good cut.
Down to about the 2-yard line.
Nice run.
Another first down. That's going to pick up about 12 on that play. Wardogs are going to be facing 1st and goal. Ball at the McLean 2-yard line. Wardogs need to punch this one in right here. Wardogs come out, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Receiver split way wide. Ball to Jinx, go around the left side. He's going to walk in and touchdown.
Nice. Great answer.
All right, good answer by the Wardogs as they retake the lead, 13-12. Coach, do you go for 2 here to put you up 3?
I mean, this early in the game, really either one. I mean, you probably do because you want to try to get that point back. But at the same time, if you kick it and you go up 2, now when you score the next time you're up 8, now
Yes.
you all you do is kick an extra point and it's 2 possessions. So I think you're going to chase this point at some time anyway. So I think it makes sense to go for it.
And they are going for 2. Ball is going to be snapped to Jinx around the right side. And he is going to be brought short, so he is going to be brought down inside the 1. So looks like a little option play there, and Jinx tried to plant his foot and cut up inside, and McLean was able to turn him away. So the teams combined are 0 for 3 on the 2-point conversions tonight, but the Wardogs do answer. They take a drive, go the length of the field, and so they retake the lead, 13-12, 7:24 left in the third quarter.
Coach, that was just an 8-play drive. All 8 were on the ground. 6 carries by Carson, 2 by Seth, and pay dirt. Carson Jinx in to get us back that 1-point lead. It's kind of like the first 6 minutes didn't happen. We're right back to where we started.
Right back to where we were at half. All right, big play right here, Coach Davis. Is the Wardogs, do you try to kick it deep? Do you deep on side? Do you kind of squib it down the middle? Because we talked even in the pregame. Those guys have outstanding skill, outstanding speed, and they took the last one back about 80 yards. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see how the strategy has changed here. Obviously, we're spending more time in this huddle right here for a reason. So would be very, very shocked to see the ball go to the left side again.
Yes.
Because that's the same guy, number 11, which by the way is their best receiver, as he ran that back while ago. So I would be surprised if on 2 things. 1, if the ball goes to the left. 2, if it goes much deeper than about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, you want to just high on side, make him catch it, and get out and play defense, make him go the length of the field.
Yeah, we've definitely changed our position. By the way, we're going to a 3-by-7 here.
And we put the ball all the way to the right hash.
Yeah, so I think this ball's going to go right down the hash, and I bet it falls around the 25-yard line. All
right, 7:24 left in the third quarter. Wardogs have retaken the lead, 13-12. And there's the whistle, and the kick is underway. And it is a squib across the middle. It's bounce.
And that's not where we wanted it to go.
Goes right back to number 11. He's having trouble with it. He's circling inside the 10, inside the 10.
Got to tackle.
Oh,
Great job.
At the 2.
Great job.
Tackle him at the 2-yard line.
Wow.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's what it was supposed to be, but wow, did that end up being really good in our favor.
Just like you draw it up. Kick the ball, have it bounce off of the up guy.
Now, I do think that the ball was supposed to probably be a little hot and funny.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. I'd be really shocked. I'm interested to talk to Seth after the game. I said, were you supposed to miss it that bad to the left? I almost guarantee you that ball's supposed to travel down the right hash.
Yeah.
It ended up being well, and that's what we anticipate them to do, even when he went down the sideline, Coach, earlier. You see how he tried to bring it all the way back across the field? I think he shocked us a little bit with the opening kickoff. That right there, what he just did, is what we anticipated him to do. So, boy, Coach, wouldn't this be a great, great chance right here for the Wardogs to
safety or a turnover right here.
A turnover would just be massive.
McLean's going to take over, roughly the ball at their own 2-yard line. Wardogs up 13-12.
Showed blitz and backed out of it.
They're handing the ball to the running back.
Good
He's
job
caught in the end zone.
Nope, caught him short, Coach.
Did they get him out, right?
Nope, they got him on the 6-inch yard line.
All right. Coach, I can see someone signaling safety. I think that was our defensive end,
yeah,
though.
Another good play by Hunter Nichols, who's played it really well on the defensive side of the football tonight. Why are we? We got an injured player. Excuse me. Apologize.
Is it one of their players, Coach? Yes, they do. I think that might be that running back. Coach, we just about had a safety right there.
Boy, it's close.
So McLean is back. They can't go back any further. So we're right at the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Wardogs lead this one 13-12. Wardogs gave up a touchdown on the opening kickoff return, and McLean took a 12-7 lead. The Wardogs responded with a nice drive, almost all of it on the ground.
All on the ground, yeah.
All of it on the ground, and ended up punching it in. And Wardogs' 2-point conversion also came up short. So right back to where we were at half. Wardogs up 1, now 13-12.
I don't like the way that young man got up with that ankle. He's trying to tough that out, but boy, that first couple steps, he's really, really ginger. And I believe that's the quarterback, number 3, or was 6 the quarterback?
Coach, I think 6 is. I think that's the running back.
Is it? Okay.
There.
That must be a second round. I know 21 has ran the ball for him a lot, but he's a couple, again, credit to our interior defensive line. He had to bounce that right there. And then great job by Hunter, again, staying home and keeping the edge there. to make sure he didn't get out on the edge because we saw what happens there. So out of this set, Coach, they like to throw it to the number 2 receiver. So we'll see what they try to do here. Penetration is your friend down here. They have moved in my opinion, their best receiver, number 11, to running back.
All right, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 11. Ball is almost in the end zone. We're going to call it right at the 1. Wardogs have him backed up deep. Quarterback still in the shotgun, so you're going to snap it into the end zone. He's going to throw it. He's going to scramble up the middle, and he's going to go out to about the 10. Oh, he's hit hard.
Good play by Jinx.
Yeah. I had him a little too far. I say the 10. He was just the 5.
Yeah, good play. Sorry,
Yeah.
Coach. There's a good play there by Carson Jinx.
Oh, definitely so, because it looks like he had some opening
Yeah.
right there, and Jinx stepped up and made a good tackle. That looked really almost like a quarterback draw.
Yeah.
Really the first time we've seen them ask the quarterback to run the ball tonight. That's going to bring up 3rd down, and let's call it 7 for McLean.
Yeah, I mean, what it did do, though, is get some a little bit of breathing room there. So the quarterback, you think, maybe feels just a little bit more comfortable operating here. And, Coach, what they've been hitting us with is just, hitting us on the inside of our defense here on some slant patterns. So, I mean, you would think the outside backers would be setting on that right here.
All right, 3rd down and 7. Quarterback takes the ball. He's in his own shotgun. He's going to throw it. And he is going to be – and it is caught out to the 33-yard line. So McLean does have an answer. Looks like the ball was thrown a little bit behind him. He jumped up and made a good catch. Had to see if he was going to be able to come down with it. So Wardogs had him pinned deep, and McLean comes up with a big play. All right, that's going to give him 1st down all the way out to the 36-yard line, 34-yard line.
Big play from McLean there.
That definitely
Boy,
was.
We've got to get off the field on 3rd and longs, Coach. We're really struggling on 3rd and long tonight.
All right, 1st and 10 McLean, 5:48, and the ball is handed to the –
Got a pre-snap penalty. It was like a
pre-snap
false
penalty.
start, yeah.
Coach, that looks like that ball's even a little bit better thrown. He probably scores because he was behind our defensive
I don't
back.
think any doubt, yeah.
He had to wait on it a little bit and jumped up and made a good catch, but that quarterback drops that in him on stride, and that's a score for McLean because he was behind our defense. They're going to mark off 5 yards against McLean, going to bring up 1st and 15. 5:46 left in the 3rd quarter. Wardogs leading here in a close one, 13-12. Wardogs led at half 7-6. Both teams have scored here in the 3rd quarter. We'd have a movement out by the number 2 receiver. He started a little early. Looks like he was going to looks like he was working out for a bubble pass. That's 13, a little early. So we're going to back him up 5 more. So 1st and 10, 1st and 15, now 1st and 20. Coach, like you said, we got to get off the field and we got to pin deep.
Yeah, I mean,
got to find a way.
It's just execution here. That was actually that pass. One thing we didn't. That was like the first time, really tonight, that he had time to set back and really throw the ball. So. They made adjustments at halftime. They've cleaned up a little bit of their protection stuff. It looks like that they feel like they can throw the ball on us. I mean, the ball's going in the air. I think they've ran the ball 1 time on this drive. So
had to fight their way out of the end zone on that one.
Yeah,
so.
and they're not afraid to throw it. And I really anticipate a heavy pass game out of McLean the rest of this football game.
All right, let's call it 1st and 20 after 2 pre-snap penalties by McLean. Ball is back on their 24-yard line. Quarterback has it around the left side. He's going to throw it. It's caught by number 13. Still on his feet. Out to the 30, 40, 50.
2 missed tackles, Coach, led to that big play.
He's going to go all the way into Wardog territory, all the way down to the 35-yard line. That was just a little short pass. It wasn't a long pass. Short pass to the athlete and let him run.
Yep.
Going to mark it back a little bit about the 40. I think they're going to say stepped out about the 40-yard line. So, once again, the Wardogs have them in facing a long situation and let them up. Wardogs have them on the mat and keep letting them get up. So, McLean not showing any back down at all in this battle. 5:29 left in the 3rd quarter. Wardogs leading 13-12. McLean has just a few plays ago was backed up at their own 1-yard line. Now across the 50 at the Wardog 40. 1st and 10 McLean. They're starting to throw it on almost every play. That ball is floating up, and that is a horrible-looking pass. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Coach, like you said, looks like they've almost abandoned the run game. They have had no success tonight at all running the ball. It looks like they are starting to almost go predominantly to the passing game.
Yeah, and they've had success with the short passes and the run after the catch. So, going back to a few plays ago when they hit that one deep ball, which, like you said, Coach, was not a well-thrown ball, but it was a great adjustment by the receiver. But their success has been in the short passing game and run after the catch. So I anticipate them to go right back to it. And this is the same set that they threw the little spot pass to a while ago.
All right, 2nd and 10, ball at the Wardog 40. Wardogs lead it.
There's the running game.
There's a running game. And
Hunter
he's going to
again.
be caught in the backfield.
Hunter's just waiting on that play tonight, Coach. And here we go, 3rd and long again.
They're going to lose a loss of almost six on that play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 16. 4:50 left in the third quarter. Wardogs leading 13-12. Can bring up a definite passing situation for McLean.
And, Coach, I would say 4-down territory for McLean.
Definitely so. Wardog need a defensive stop right here.
This would be a great time for both those defensive ends to meet that quarterback about 8 yards deep in the backfield here for a sack.
Wardogs do have one interception tonight. Early in the game, Garrett Walls picked one off, and that turned into points for the Wardogs. 3rd and 16. Ball at the Wardog 46. McLean gets it, drop back, and it's going to throw over the middle.
Ball.
Knocked away. Good pass, good deflection right there.
That was Damian Humble.
That's Humble.
Or, excuse
Good job.
me, Dominic Humble.
Yeah, Humble on the deflection. All right, Coach, here we are again, 4th and 16.
Opportunity to get off the field. So
Wardogs have not been able to force the offense off.
I just saw Coach Ponder say punt it.
Coach, they're bringing a whole and Coach, I'm going to tell you, this could be exciting right here because this is the type of thing that at times McLean has struggled with, punting and snapping. Coach, I'm surprised right here. We're going to.
Now again, it is 4th and pretty long. It's 4th and 16.
That's a good point.
It's 4th and 16, and honestly, I mean, it's not like we're lighting up the scoreboard tonight.
Nope.
I mean, so they can pin us deep here and put some pressure on us. So let's see if we can, if they can execute and we can get the ball in some decent field position.
All right, low kick, and it lands about the 15.
Pretty good kick.
Yeah, and it's going to roll down to about the 10, down to the 9, inside the 10. So it wasn't pretty, but the outcome was good. It's a low line drive kick, and he kicked it out to the left where the Wardogs didn't have anybody there. So Wardogs going to take over at their own 9-yard line. 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what a big drive by McLean.
Yes.
I mean, Coach, we had them, 3rd and long at their own 3-yard line. And with that exact same punt, we're taking over inside their territory. They put together a couple of plays and hit us with a couple of passes, and now they've flipped field position.
Definitely so. Wardogs need to come back and continue to grind it out on the ground right here. Wardogs going to face 1st and 10, ball at their own 9-yard line. Davis in the backfield with Jinx. Snap to Jinx around the left side.
Good blocking up front.
Good run up there. Jinx still on his feet, out across the 20.
Yeah.
Coach, he's going to pick up about 11.
It's a nice run.
Good job right there.
Really good job up front.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Wardogs. Coach, Wardogs, I'd love to see them just take this ball and drive it right the length of the field and go punch it in.
Coach, I'm going to be honest with you. In a perfect scenario, I mean, we'll be into the fourth quarter paying this off with a touchdown.
Yes. All right. 3:37. Clock is continuing to move. Seems like they take a long time to get the play clock set, to get everything moving.
Yeah.
Wardogs said 1st and 10, ball at their own 20-yard line.
3:20 and counting. Back on offense.
Once again, Jinx over the left side. Down.
Turns the corner.
Pick up about 6 out to about the 27-yard line.
Get somebody down, Coach. I think they do.
Or the thing does.
Somebody's down. I saw some legs.
Okay.
Regardless, it's not good. We don't like to see injured young athletes on the field.
No, sir. So we're going to take a timeout right here. Like I said, 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Wardogs lead 13-12. Wardogs do have the ball. They are putting together a drive. For you baseball fans across America, Albert Pujols has now hit 701.
Oh, man. Wow. Just one of the classiest baseball players in all time. Me being a big Braves fan, man, I have nothing but love for Albert Pujols.
I do, and
just incredible.
And I'm a big Cardinal fan, but you know, and as he announced his retirement, as he traveled across America, every stadium is honoring him, and you can see the appreciation for him. So, all right, back to action here. War Dogs face 2nd down and 3. Ball up inside to Davis. Not a lot of room in there. He's going to fall forward for about 1. Bring up 3rd down and a short 2 for the War Dogs. 2:49 left in the third quarter. War Dogs leading 13-12. Lead was 1 at half. Both teams have scored here in the third quarter. War Dogs on a long drive, almost all of it on the ground, and McLean scored the opening kickoff return of the second half, went about 80 yards.
Big play here, Coach.
Definitely so. Big play here for the War Dogs. They need to keep this ball in their possession and keep the clock moving.
And if I'm Tulsa McLain, I've got 8 guys looking at number 7 right here.
War Dogs are going to snap it to Jinx on the left side. He's going to pick up the first down. Still out to the 40. So good play right there from the 31 out to almost the 40. It's give him almost 11 on the play. So big first down right there for the War Dogs. So Coach, remember, this drive started at the 9. The War Dogs have been 100% on the ground, and they've now moved the ball out close to midfield.
Well, and Coach,
That's about the 41.
That was Carson's 21st carry, and he's well over 100 yards. So Carson has really come out in the second half and established an aggressive running style. Has really been our entire offense in the second half up to this point.
And kudos to the offensive line for opening holes, and also to the backs who's leading him up in there. Because our running backs have really turned into running guards tonight. Ball is handed to Davis over the left side. Not much room there.
Met by number 15 of McLean.
Davis going to get about 2 on the play.
Aaron Smith on that
Third
side.
quarter starting to winden down. 1:31 left in the third quarter. War Dogs going to take that ball from the 41 out to about the 43. Bring up 2nd down and 8 for the War Dogs.
McLean's done a really good job backside because that's a little play side counter. You got to be a little bit patient, wait for those pulling guards to get around, and their defensive line is just chasing that puller and making the play on the running back there.
2nd and 8. Jinx on the power on the left side. Once again, big yardage.
Yeah.
He's going to pick up a first down. He's across the 50, across the 45, down to about the 44-yard line.
Coach, and they're not making any adjustments to that, so I'm not so sure why we don't just wear that out the rest of the day.
Something I say too many times. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, man. I mean,
War Dog drive started at their own 9. They're now across the 50 down to the Scott 44-yard line. 43. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock is moving. The War Dogs have 1st and 10. It's been an impressive drive.
1st and 10 for Miami. Quarterback snap gives.
Davis, good cut. Inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Coach pick up about 5 right there, so a good patient run by Davis. Coach, that will bring the third quarter to a close, and we're not going to even try to look at another play. We're turning
why
that
would
way.
you? Absolutely.
All right, we're going to head to the fourth quarter right now. War Dogs leading this one 13-12. War Dogs are on the move. A drive that started at their own 9-yard line has been 100% on the ground, and they have now crossed into McLean territory. Ball all the way down to the McLean 37.
Boy, Coach, I will say, I'll tell you one thing that I'm watching. Their linebackers are just shooting gaps at the line right there. If that backer shoots, he's shooting in, so our guard's got to pick that up, and that's allowing the backside backer to come across. So what they've done is, like, we're going to give up a body to take out your lead blocker, and we're going to take our chance with our backside effort. So it's not a bad scheme they've got going when the ball goes to the running back, but they have no answer for our quarterback power game right now.
Early, Coach, we ran the little bit of the 20 set there, 21 set with 2 backs. We haven't seen that for a little while. We had some success there where we take a running back and shift both of them to the side of the quarterback and run power there to give us 2 blockers. All right, War Dogs back out on offense. We now enter the fourth quarter. War Dogs lead this one 13-12. War Dogs led 7-6 at half. Both teams scored a touchdown in the third quarter. Both teams went for 2. Both attempts were unsuccessful. Jinx has definitely been the workhorse for the War Dogs tonight.
Second about 6. Is that what you got, Coach?
Yeah, second about 6.
Again, we don't have the distance on our down and distance, so we want to make sure we verbal that.
All right, Jinx once again. Good block by Davis. Around the left side, inside the 30, down to the
spin
25. And he's going to be pushed out inside the 25.
I think we're going to get a hold or a block in the back down the field here.
We're going to stop the play and see what we got here.
I'm not sure where it took where the play where they threw it. If it is a block in the back,
Still probably could be still a good positive game.
yeah, or if anything, may take us back to about the original line of scrimmage.
That's what they're going to block. And, Coach, earlier I started to say it, and I didn't because I didn't want to jinx it. But I want to say we haven't had any – it's been a pretty cleanly played game.
Yeah.
Very few penalties. But I wasn't going to say it early because I didn't want to – I knew as soon as I said it, they'd throw a flag.
Yeah.
But,
So, Coach, he ends up still gaining 6.
So it's going to bring up second down again. And instead of second and 6
Or excuse me, 4. 4-yard game.
It's going to be second and 2. So the big game is negated, but it's not a backbreaker. War Dogs have definitely found something they like on that left side with the quarterback power. Davis doing a great job lead blocking there. Davis comes out to the right of Jinx. Second and 2. They're going to get off sides, and we're going to pick up a free first down.
Yeah, those are the best rushing yards right there.
That's right. So that's going to move us up 5, and so War Dog drive will continue.
One thing Coach Gardner's really good at, he picks his moments with that. We haven't seen that since the first quarter. McLean's kind of slipped. They're starting to press a little bit, probably a little frustrated with the running game and us just kind of methodically driving the ball. So they're trying to get a good start into the play. So really nice time there to go to the hard count and well executed.
All right, it's going to be first and 10. Ball is at the McLean 29-yard line. This drive started back at the War Dog 9, and it has taken quite a bit of time off the clock. The War Dogs have meticulously moved the ball down the field. And it was grass. We'd be staying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but it's turf, and the War Dogs have been impressive on this drive.
3 yards and some rubber pellets.
All right, there's a speed option to Jinx.
Oh,
He's going to cut up inside, down to the 20, the 15, still on his feet, down to about the 12.
Just a great run by Jinx.
Coach, I like that option, but I really almost right now I'm telling him you cut it up inside and get what you get, and don't pitch the ball.
Yeah, I mean, well, and most of the time we run that, Coach, it has been a pitch.
Yeah.
So really nice change of pace there by the quarterback, Carson Jinx, who's really taking the game over here in the second half.
All right, it's going to be first down and 10. Ball at the McLean 12-yard line. War Dogs come out. Walls and McKibben split to the right.
Just need to execute here, keep doing what we're doing.
For the quarterback power here to the left. They're going to hand the ball up into Davis. He's going to cut back to the 10, to the 5.
Good cut.
He's going to go in.
Get
touchdown!
in there. Atta baby.
War Dog touchdown.
What a great drive.
12-yard run by Seth Davis caps a 91-yard drive, all of it on the ground.
And I'm going to tell you, Coach, the first thing Seth needs to do is go over to number 7 and say thank you for grinding us through, because all eyes have switched to 7, and they forgot that we've got a running back there.
That is exactly right. So, Coach, that was an impressive drive.
Great drive.
91 yards, all of it on the ground, even overcoming a block in the back penalty. The War Dogs now go up 19-12. Coach, this is a huge extra point.
Well, and this goes back to, the strategy earlier, Coach. So let's just say we go back in time and we kick that. We'd be up 8 right now. So this extra point here would then put – we had a bad snap again.
Snap again. They're rolling out. He's got somebody in the end zone. He's going to throw it to McKibben.
He's out of bounds. Yeah, out of bounds. And McKibben took a shot.
Yes, and he is down. He is in some pain right outside the end zone.
So what I was going back to, so, that's you go back, and again, everything's hindsight's 20/20, right? So let's just say that we would have kicked it earlier. We'd be up 20-12 right here. Now it's a no-brainer. You're going to kick it again. Now you get to that 2-possession lead. And the way we've been able to run the football and control the clock, that 2-possession lead is huge. Huge.
Kibben's up, and he's jogging off under his own power, so he looks like he's going to be fine right there. So, but what an answer right there for the War Dogs. They take a drive 91 yards, all of it on the ground, capped off by a 12-yard run by Seth Davis. And the War Dogs now lead 19-12. We are in the fourth quarter. just underway here. 11:26 left in the game. And now it comes back to something that scares you to death.
Yeah.
You got to kick off to them.
Yeah, I think this ball. Again, I'm not giving them any opportunity.
No,
I want
no.
this ball to go about 40 yards in the air. I'd rather them fair catch it at their own 35 and take my chances on defense.
All right, 11:26 left here in the fourth quarter. War Dogs lead this one 19-12. War Dogs led 7-6 at half.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, take away their kickoff return for a touchdown. It's that
Yeah.
two-possession game right now
Yes.
that we just talked about how
Yep.
big it would be. So, this is just an absolutely huge number one kick, and looks like Shane's going to kick off here. Shane Douthit, and so the kick coverage here, number one, has to be pure and great, and number two, we've got to get a stop and force them to turn the ball over on downs, and then see if we get an opportunity to go put it away.
All right, and here we are underway. There's the kick. And it is high, and it's going to come down about the 18. And it's going to be picked up, and he is loose again. It's number 11. And he is going to be tackled, possibly inside the 10. Coach, we got to quit kicking the ball to him.
Yeah,
We kicked the ball right to him.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm just call a spade a spade. I don't understand. I don't know if it's a mishit. I don't know if he's trying to kick it away and we're just miss. I'm not sure what's happening, but that's the only thing that I'll go ahead and say that's keeping him in the game right now.
Yes. And it looked like to me like they were maybe trying to kind of a deep onside, and it just wasn't high enough. It wasn't deep, and he went back there and bobbled it and kicked it and picked it up and goes almost the distance. He's going to take it all the way back to I think the ball is set right about the Wardog 5-yard line. So War Dogs up 7. Now all of a sudden, Tulsa McLain knocking on the door. Coach, we need a turnover or something right here.
It'd be a great time for it, wouldn't it? Selfishly speaking.
All right, first and goal for the Scots. Ball at the War Dog 5. End up inside of the running back, and he's going to go in for the score.
First time all day they've had a crease. And it wouldn't. Sorry, Coach, to interrupt you there. It wouldn't shock me to see them go for two here.
No, they will, I'm sure, Coach. They will go for 2. What scares you a little bit, Coach, is that 1-point game, 2-point game, we can't kick it. We the last few times we've tried to kick extra points or a field goal.
Yep.
We can't get a snap.
Yep.
Coach, they are going for 2. War Dogs lead 19-18 now. The difference in this game is the Tulsa McLain kickoff return team.
That's it. It's literally the only difference in the game is the kickoff return team.
Had a little bit of offense on the passing game, but not enough to be in this one. Snap up inside, hand the ball to the running back. He's around the right side, and he is going to be brought down short.
Yeah, good job there.
So good job by the War Dog defense. But we're talking about going up 2 scores. Now we're back to a 1-point lead again.
Again, the special teams has been their MO. So do they come out and try that onside kick now to try to get another possession? I'd be really coaching it up on our sideline.
All right, 11 minutes, 6 seconds left in this one. 19-18 now for the War Dogs. Up 1. The War Dogs on our end of the kickoff return have had a couple of good returns. We've taken the ball, started almost at midfield or close to it. Our special teams over on the sidelines with our coordinator.
Yeah, we need another Coach. We need a big 8-minute drive here.
Yes.
Very similar to what we just did, just methodical on the ground, grinding out first downs. And, right now, it's never a situation you want to be in, but you're trying to play a little bit of keep away here to try to keep their explosive athletes off the field.
All right, War Dogs line up for the return. There's the kick. He's going to go down. It's going to be fair caught by Walls right about the 20-yard line. So, Coach, one thing about it, that tired McLean defense is going to trot back out there
right
on the
back
field.
out there. That's a good point, Coach Pax. I don't know if they've got a bunch of two-way players or what. Haven't really paid much attention to that, but that's a great point. They're going to go right back out there. But again, they're one play away from taking the lead on us here. So we got to execute.
War Dogs will take over. They're going to start to spot the ball at the McLean 23-yard line.
We have a timeout here by McLean.
Strange timeout right here.
Yeah.
those are
It could be for the rest, just to try to give them a little bit extra time to.
Definitely so. So McLean's going to have 2 left. Wardog should have 3.
Yep.
And those end up being valuable in a close game down the stretch. Wardog's leading 19-18. 11:05 left in the contest. We're here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Melvin Driver Stadium on the home of Tulsa McLain. It's been a good one so far tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it really, again, you know, I laugh just out of more hysteria than anything. I feel like the second half, we've dominated the football game.
Oh, no doubt.
I just feel like we've dominated the football game and hearing that, but then the nerves in my stomach tell me otherwise because, again, just 2 massive kickoff returns. You know, they've had 3 kickoff returns, 1 for a touchdown, 1 for almost a touchdown, and 1 where they got tackled on their 1-yard line.
Yeah.
So it's been feast or famine for both them and us on when we're kicking the ball to them. So, but to the present, we've got to sustain a drive here and not make mistakes and play clean football.
All right, Wardog offense comes out. 11:05 left in the contest. Wardog's up 1, 19-18. Davis in the backfield with Jinx. Take the ball over the right side. Good cut by Jinx. He's across the 30. Big
ball
run.
Security. Ball
35,
security.
40, 45,
ball
40.
Security.
He's all the way across the 50 down to the McLean 40-yard line. Coach, look back across the field. Coach, you got McLean guys.
Oh, man.
Coach, they're gassed.
How far are we? How far? I want to give Jinx his credit
from the
there.
20, Coach, we started at the 23, so 27 to the 50. And then,
that's a 38-yard run.
Yeah, 38-yard run. Coach, we got 2 McLean Titans back down. We got one
Coach, once again, the wily old ball coach, Jim Paxson, is pointing out the intangibles in the game, and that being that McLean guys are gassed.
Coach, look at them down on the –
yeah.
And they are over with their hands on their knees.
And it's just a great coaching point. It really, really is. So kudos. You know, you coach long enough, you start picking out the intangibles of the game that gives you an opportunity and an advantage to win. And, Coach, I'm not so sure we should throw a forward pass the rest of the day. I mean, but we have taken over up front, so kudos to our 5 guys up front and to our tight ends. Our running backs, when they're not getting the ball and Carson's running power, they're blocking it up well.
You're kidding.
When the running backs get an opportunity, they are not seeing the seams tonight that the quarterback run game is, but it's still 3, 4, 5 yards. Seth was able to pop one for 11 and a touchdown earlier. Hunter's had a good couple of runs around the edge, but you pointed it out, Coach. We have kind of started to take over up front, and we really need to make this pay off with to get this score back again to where it's at least a stretched, you know, where they got to go score some points. So, and we got to be able to continue to execute. No penalties here. If everything works well, this clock's going to be well inside 8-7 minutes. When we get down inside the 20 and inside the red zone, 10-yard line or so, you know, we're in a decent position right here. I mean, even though, again, it's just a one-point game. Yeah,
and they've helped one of the McLean Titan defensive players off and still helping another one off. And looks like a little bit. Looks like it's an ankle or like could be almost cramps. But Coach, 2 defenders have to be helped off the field right there, and you can look down at the McLean defense as they're waiting for the play to be said. You got guys on their knees and guys with their heads hanging down. And
well, and I mean, look, we're giving credit to our kids for playing their butts off up front. I mean, we're definitely never want to see a kid hurt, or injured. But that is a testament to our guys who have really started to take over up front. That's starting to wear them out a little bit. And the clock should run here.
All right, there he sets it. Wardogs take over, 1st and 10. 10:56 left in the contest. Wardogs at the McLean 40.
Speed option.
Their speed option.
Another
again,
good
Jinx
keep.
up inside, down inside the 40, down across the 30. He's going to pick up right at 9 or 10. Coach, we'll see. I think he might be just a half a yard short. Let's give him another 9.
That's the 26th carry for Carson Jinx tonight.
Be interesting to see his rushing total tonight. He's definitely been the
workhorse.
workhorse
It is stacking
tonight.
up in a hurry. This is a very similar to the game he had last year. I believe it was, I'm trying to think of the opponent. I think it was Skiatook when he went 2 for 238 or something like that. He's really had a great day.
All right, 2nd and 1. That's Davis up inside. He's going to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, I'd really like to see Seth get off that tackle there. Felt like he kept his Felt like he didn't keep his legs churning there, so
If he breaks off there's a lot of open
Yeah.
space in between him. He might go.
he may have gave up
for a
on that run
huge
just a
gain.
little bit early for me, but first down either way.
Yeah, first down and 10. Clock is running. 10 minutes left in the contest. Wardogs up just one, 19-18, in a contest you really feel they have dominated. But the special teams has been the difference, as McLean has had 2 kickoff returns, one for a touchdown and one inside the 5 that they've turned into points. First and 10 for the Wardogs. Power to the right
Boy,
side.
the blocking's been really good.
Good job by Davis as he's leading him, and the ball is
Did
on
we
the ground.
fumble the ball?
McLean is pointing their way.
I don't.
Coach, our defense is coming on the field. So Jinx does cough it up. So impressive drive comes to a stop, Coach, like we talked about earlier. With drives going, and you cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. So 9:45, defense needs to come on and come up with a big time stop.
Yes, sorry, Coach. That
Yep.
puts us. That puts them up in the turnover. So that's our second turnover of the day. So we're -1 on the turnover, and that's one area we had to win today.
And so we're -1, and we put it on the ground a couple of times and fell on it ourselves, which just kind of stalls your momentum. So,
Yeah.
all right, big time right here. Big time plays needed by the
Yeah.
Wardog defense.
Huge.
McLean's going to take over. 9:45 left in the contest. McLean will take over at their own 22-yard line. Wardogs lead 1. And up inside of the running back, he's going to be caught in the backfield once again.
Just got to finish.
Coach,
Got to finish.
their running game has just been non-existent
Yeah,
tonight.
we've done a good job with it.
Going to bring up second down, and let's call it about 9. We'll see where they set the ball. Most of the time they're snapping it to the quarterback who's 5 yards deep, and the running back's having to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. And we're going to call that second and 10. He didn't look like he's almost lost half a yard. 9:15 left in the contest. Wardogs up 1. It's turned into a nail-biter here at Tulsa.
I mean, if they stay true to their tendencies, you're going to see pass on second and third down.
Yep. Look for the hitch, for the slant. Wardog's coming out here. He's under pressure.
Good by Hunter.
And he's going to throw it, and it's caught.
Really?
I didn't even see anybody there.
I didn't see anybody there either. I felt like he was almost throwing that away.
And then all of a sudden, the guy has it run up the sidelines. I didn't see the receiver there, but he was there. I guess it's a completion.
And it's a first down.
Man. Wardog's having under pressure, and he's almost being brought down. And I'm like you, Coach. I thought he was throwing it away. And it's going to be a first down for the Titans. All right, out to the Wardog, or out to their own 32-yard line. Give him 10 on the possession. 8:52 left in the contest. Wardogs up by 1. McLean's going to have to hurry to get it off. They do. He drops back. Under pressure. Steps up, and he's going to be sacked.
Yeah, good job.
Going to be sacked about a 3 or 4 yard loss. Good pressure there by the outside.
Yep.
The quarterback tried to step up, and then it was the D-line collapsed on him. It's going to bring up second down and 13. I don't know, Coach, at what point do you talk about maybe put down a three-man defensive line? I know the Wardogs have used that at times.
Yeah.
But, last week at Cushing when they want to throw it so much. Because really you almost feel like you're, three down linemen and 2 linebackers probably could still contain the running game.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that whatsoever. I'd even look at dropping 8.
Yes. All right, second down and 13. Clock going to be under 8 minutes. Oh, bat snap! Quarterback gets it. He's scrambling. He's going to throw it incomplete. Thing got lucky there because that was a bad snap.
Boy, the quarterback did a heck of a job to keep that.
He kind of batted it in the air and went and found it.
Wow, and to even get the pass off
Yes.
and incompletion there is a great play for them.
All right, third down and 13. Wardogs have had trouble getting off the field on 3rd and long.
It'd be a really opportune time to flip that script.
Definitely so. Probably not looking at 4-down territory right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I mean,
unless it's just 4th and short.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
exactly right. Yeah, I think this is the play, Coach, that I'm dropping 8. I'm taking away the underneath stuff. I'm thinking they're going to throw an 8-yard pass and try to get some yak yardage here.
And the Wardogs do have just 3 down linemen. They're going to drop a few more in the secondary, and that's a penalty.
That's a false start. Yeah,
It's
he
that
can't set up.
Yeah, guard put his hand down and picked it up. Offensive lineman Once that hand goes down, it cannot come up. So that's going to go from 3rd and 13 to 3rd and 18.
So the old DB coach in me now is screaming, down and distance, down with the sticks, know the sticks. I'm yelling at my safeties, know the sticks, yelling at my corners, know the sticks. You can give up a 4 or 5 yard hitch.
Yes.
Let him catch,
And
break
then tackle.
down, make the tackle. I mean, it's okay. You don't have to jump routes here.
All right, 8 minutes left in the contest. 3rd down and 18 for Tulsa McLain. There's the snap. He's dropping back. He's going to throw it, and it is going to be intercepted.
That's Logan Sumapong, I
All
think.
right, down back across the 50, down
Ball
to the
security,
45.
young fella. Ball security.
Get out of bounds.
Good
and
job,
he's gonna
Logan.
take it out to the 40-yard line. So big-time play right there by the
Big
Wardogs.
time play by the sophomore Logan Sumapong.
All right, Coach, we've been telling them they got to find a way to get off the field, and that was a big answer right there.
And Logan's doing exactly what he should do, Coach. Again, down in distance, knew they had to throw at the sticks. He's playing center field. No one's deeper than the deepest guy. Really nice job executing there by the Wardog defense.
And Wardogs will take over. 7:47 left in the contest. Wardogs will have the ball in McLean territory, ball right at the 40 on the left hash. And look to see the Wardogs come out with a big dose of run game. Coach, I don't think the Wardogs have thrown the ball the second half.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure why they would.
Nope.
I mean, we're taking away our own mistakes, Coach. We've stopped
Yep.
ourselves as the only people that stopped us.
All right, Wardogs out for possession, up by 1. Hand up inside to Davis.
Boy, I mean, just never got a chance to get going on that one.
Davis hit in the backfield. He's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Wardogs need to put together a drive and a score to extend this, but also just to run that clock. Don't you love to see that somehow get up to an 8-point lead?
Boy, yeah, I mean, and again, the perfect marriage here would be an 8-point lead with next to no time left on the clock.
Yes.
But no one's going to complain if we bust a 41-yarder here for a touchdown.
All right, 7:13 left in the contest. 2nd and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball at the McLean 41. Quarterback power left side, good block by Seth. Gene's going to take it from the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. Let's give him about 5 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7. 6:50, the clock is continuing to move. We're late, about midway through the 4th quarter. Wardogs leading here in Tulsa at McLean, 19-18. Wardogs break the huddle. Still a lot of time on the play clock.
Yeah, I think you're going to see quarterback run game again here. I think it's going to be right side.
I'd look to see him maybe go a little speed option here, and quarterback going to keep it.
Well, changing the play, so we may see something different.
9 seconds, 8 seconds left on the play clock. Jeans is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Down to 5, down to 4. We'll hand the ball up inside to Davis. He's going to fight across the 35, down to the 32. Coach, that's going to bring up 4th down and about 3. It's time for
big play.
Time for the Zach Gardner pull him off sides play.
That's a great call. You might get a hard count here. If you're Tulsa McLain coaches, you're probably screaming it at your kids right now that it's coming. But, I mean, I don't think this is going to be fancy. I think this is going to be a quarterback run game. I think Seth's going to lead him up and try to get the edge kicked, and Carson cut it up in, and we just need him to find 3.5 yards here.
All right.
You can tell by the Seth's depth that this is a quarterback run game.
4th and 3. They're going to hand it to Jinx, and he is not going to get it.
Nope, he's short.
He is going to be hit in the backfield. Looks like that some of the leakage came from the backside. And Jinx is going to be brought down short of the 1st down. So McLean is going to take over. Their defense does hold. The clock is continuing to run. Should be stopped now. Change of possession. McLean's going to take over with the ball at their own 32-yard line. Clock's going to stop at 5:17. Nope, going to keep going.
Wow.
Coach, I wouldn't mind to see us continue to play 3-man line right here and drop 8. I just don't believe they think they can line up and run it. I don't see them trying to look to put the ball on the ground a bunch at all. 1st and 10, McLean. 5:05 left in the contest. Quarterback doing drop back. They're going to throw a little.
Yeah, that's
pitch.
what I anticipate him to do, is this right here.
And
just try to do that and get yards after the catch.
And they're going to throw a little bubble pass out to number 11. He's going to get about 9 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and about 1 for McLean. 4:46. Clock is moving. Late in the 4th quarter. Wardogs up 19-18. Ball at their own 41-yard line. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right.
Just got to break down and tackle in space.
Quarterback drops back. He's going to run. He's going to catch. That is number 13. He's going to catch the ball at the 45-yard line. It's going to be a first down for McLean. 4:13 left in the contest. Clock stops as he goes out of bounds. We're going to move it back to the 44-yard line. Wardogs lead here 19-18.
First and 10 for McLean. 4:13 in the fourth period.
McLean has it first and 10. Ball at their own 43-yard line. Wardogs up 1. 4 minutes in the contest. Clock is moving. 4:05 left. Quarterback drops back under pressure.
Got to get there.
He flips out to that back. Wardogs have got to tackle.
Neil Parker.
They're going to take that ball up to about the 50-yard line. Going to pick up about 6 on the play. 3:56 left in the contest. Bring up second down and 4.
Do we have a timeout here?
I don't know. The clock has stopped once again. The clock controller has.
Or do we have a flag?
Coach,
we have a flag.
All right, we have a legal procedure. So,
Okay.
Coach, they're going to take that one off.
I was confused on why the clock had stopped there.
I did not see the flag. I'm with you. I did not see it. They're going to back that one up. So 6-yard gain is going to be erased, and they're going to move back. It's now going to be 1st and 15 for McLean. They're going to take that ball back inside the 40, back to their own 36. Wardogs going to the 3-man line. Dropping a little bit more men in the secondary. McLean down 1. Wardogs leading 19-18. 1st and 15, McLean. 3:56 left in the contest. Quarterback drops back. Under pressure.
Grounding?
Do that almost.
Wow. Was there a receiver?
There was
a little back there?
A little.
Okay.
The receiver on this side.
I got you.
Almost like he's just kind of standing there for pressure, and they're going to kind of just. He's the safety valve, and in case we get in trouble. All right, 2nd and 15. Wardogs leading 19-18. 3:52 left in the contest.
Great job on that last night by Julio Valenzuela. Just the interior pressure. The interior pressure. Coach. We've been getting great pressure at the defensive end position in this 3-man front, but that's allowed the quarterback to step up in the pocket and then scramble out. With Julio Valenzuela getting that penetration inside, it kind of makes him in no man's land back there.
Wardogs have 2 receivers. We're going to have another movement, Coach. Another flag. That's going to be another legal procedure. Coach, you can see what and you're the secondary guy, but I know we've got 3-man line. Now we're taking another linebacker or somebody else. And they've had, number 13, their favorite receiver, kind of out here on an island.
Yeah.
And now we're putting somebody kind of out in his face and somebody over him. I always call that bracketing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
We don't want him out there one-on-one.
Yeah,
so
it's a bracket coverage. They're trying to take away slant with the inside backer, outside backer, and they're taking away fade with the safety over the top. So
some good adjustments there by the coaches, and because we know who they want the ball to. All right, another procedure penalty, Coach, is going to bring up 2nd down and 20 for the Titans. 3:52 left in the contest. Ball is inside Titan territory, back after the mark off. They're still talking about it. Julio's going to give him some advice there. He's going to get in on the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm confused on it's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot if it's an illegal procedure. So I'm not real sure what the conversation is.
All right. Wardog defense here.
Looks like he's coming to talk to Coach Gardner. Not sure what we got going here.
I'm not sure.
The ball.
They've now moved the ball back up to the original position of the former play. I'm not sure what happened right there.
Yeah.
Said he is talking to Coach Gardner on the far sidelines, but no, the official on this sideline has dropped the flag and signaled legal procedure. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 15 again for the Titans. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. All right, back to action. Got to get it all straightened out. Wardogs with 3 down linemen, dropping 8. There's a snap.
Oh, goodness.
Deep, and it is underthrown.
Oh, he had us beat.
He had us beat. He was way behind walls. And just a poor pass. He gets that one out in front, and that's touchdown McLean.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 16 for the Scots.
I look for them to go back to quick game here to try to get
at least half
the yardage back.
At least part of it back.
But I'll tell you what, though, why would you not go right back to that same play and maybe move that, maybe go to the opposite side of the field? Got to be sound here.
Yeah. All right. 3rd and 16 for McLean. Ball at their own 33. 3:46 left in the contest. Wardogs lead a tight one here in Tulsa, 19-18. Wardog defensive line moving around. Wardogs are going to blitz.
Oh, no. A lot of green by the quarterback.
And he's going to break out, and he's going to be brought down. Still way short of the 1st down. He's going to get out to about the 45-yard line. So he's still going to be about 10 yards short. See where they mark it out of bounds.
Coach, I'm not going to lie. I don't like to cheer for other people's failures, but, they've had that high snap a couple of times today. I'd love to see one here shoot over his head.
Definitely so. All right, big play right here.
Huge
Wardogs
play.
Facing 4th and 10 on defense. McLean down 1. Wardogs up 19-18. 3:40 left in the contest. McLean going for it. Ball at their own 44-yard line. Big play here by the Wardog
Looks like
defense.
we're bringing a ton of pressure.
Coach, they're going to take a timeout here. They're in an empty set. Coach, they've got, I don't know if I just didn't see it earlier. They're in an empty set. They've got 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. So
that's their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 remaining.
Down to 1 left in this contest. Like I said, a game really we feel like the Wardogs have definitely statistically and almost all aspects have dominated the game. Yet they find themselves only up 1, and McLean with the football late in the game because of a couple of kickoff returns. One for a touchdown, 1 to the 5, and they turned it the next play for a touchdown.
Yeah, we've definitely lost the special teams battle. Haven't executed an extra point.
Nope.
That part's been frustrating, I know, for everyone. And then get, like you said, Coach, kickoff return to start the second half for a touchdown, and then another one after we'd kind of really taken the wind out of their sails, so to speak.
Yes.
They pop one and almost score again. So on the kickoff return, so we have definitely lost the special teams battle. The turnover battle is even now, and it all comes down to this is a big play right here to go a long way to help us gain a little closer to possibly getting a win. But, man, this is a big play.
All right, 4th and 10, 3:40 left in the contest. Quarterback in the back.
It's empty. I mean, we need a
backfield.
ton of pressure here. Yep. This is going to be a quick pass right at the we didn't get there,
Coach.
Deep. Overthrow him.
Overthrown.
Oh, man. Again, they got behind us. So, so where we're at, Coach,
we're going to take over ball inside McLean territory.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're ball coaches still, so we're in the box. I'm telling Coach right now, I'm like, all right, Coach, they got 1 timeout. We need 2 first downs, and it's over.
Yep.
So 2 first downs, and it's over. They can only stop at 1 time. But we absolutely cannot turn the football over or go backwards. Ball security. 4 and 5 yards of play here is huge. Again, we got to make them burn that last time out. 2 first downs, and you can start taking knees.
All right, Wardogs break the huddle. 3:34. Wardogs will take over. Ball in McLean territory. We call it the 43-yard line. Davis in the backfield with
Look
Jinx.
at all those guys in the box.
All right, snap it up inside. Jinx across there. Big gain.
Stay in bounds. Stay in bounds.
He's going to pick up about 9.
Coach, that's about perfect.
Yes.
8 and 9 yards on first down is good.
All right, big gain right there by Jinx on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 1. I'm sure the Wardogs will keep an eye on that play clock as well.
Absolutely. This clock is going to be well under 3 minutes,
excuse
me, before we take a snap. Again, they do have 1 timeout. It'll be interesting to see where they use it. Just need to execute. Move the chains.
Under 3 minutes now.
This is first down 1 of 2 that you needed. Got to execute.
2nd and 1.
It's we're getting quarterback power left side here.
Yep. Watching the play clock. That's going to pick up a first down by Jinx, and he's going to go across the 35 down to about the 33. As Coach said, that's first down. Number 1, we need one more.
That is Carson Jinx's 30th carry of this evening.
Wow. Coach, you'll be tired tomorrow.
Boy, get that boy some electrolytes immediately. Let's get that clock rolling there, buddy.
2:39 clock is stopped. They set the change. Thing is, the play clock is running.
Why is the game clock not running? There it goes finally. Wow, we lost 10 seconds
They
there.
lost 15 seconds because we went down to 9 seconds.
I mean, my goodness.
Where they started it. Wardog's going to take a. We're going
There's a free 5. We are first down here, right? Is that,
Yeah,
I
first
wanna
and
make sure
10.
I got that right, yeah.
All right, they are going to mark that off against McLean, so they can bring a 1st and 5.
Now again, it's a defensive penalty. This clock should start.
Yep. So when they start the play clock, which is 25, the game clock ought to start. But before, they started the game clock when the play clock was at 9 seconds. So
he made the signal, but he has to check to make sure. Like, see, they haven't started it. There we go. He did a better job there.
2:20 left in the contest. Wardog's facing 1st and 5. Ball is at the McLean 28-yard line.
Ball security is your friend. Everything is ball security now, and it looks like they're going to ride Carson Jinx to the end here because he's taking the ball again here.
All right, there's the snap. Low snap. Jinx goes down and gets it.
Backside.
He's going to be caught from behind.
They use that timeout here maybe?
McLean has not yet. So 1st and 5 is going to move to 2nd and 6. And there is the final timeout for McLean. 1:51 left in the contest, and McLean will use their final timeout.
5-1. Just type in 5-1.
Yeah. Wardogs lead 19-18. Wardogs do have the ball. Wardogs going to be facing 2nd down and 6. Ball is in McLean territory. It's been a night that Jinx has definitely been the workhorse for the Wardogs, over 30 carries. Be interesting to see his stats when everything comes to a close tonight.
So we are 2nd down and 6. Is that
Second
correct?
and 6, yes.
So we're going to run a play. The play usually takes 5 seconds. That takes it down to 1:46. 25 seconds will come off. Now you're at 120, 121, right? Now you're 3rd down. So you get one more first down.
One more first down, yes.
You need one more first down and it's over. And we know we've lost feed here. We're going to talk you through it.
All right, 2nd down and 6 for the Wardogs. Ball at the McLean, and that ball up inside to Davis.
Good cut.
He's cut. He's going to pick up the first down. He's inside the 20 down to the 17.
Yeah, that'll do it right there.
And that the clock is stopped. They should set the down markers. They should wind it. Already starting the play clock.
Yeah, the game clock's got to start here. Why is the game clock not running? There we go.
He's signaling to wind, and they are running it. 142, 140. All right, Wardogs facing 1st and 10.
Coach, that game clock didn't even start on the play. Like the play, it didn't run it off.
All right, 1:31 left in the contest. Wardogs have the ball 1st and 10.
Yeah, no, I mean we've got 13 more seconds here before we snap this ball.
Wardogs probably soon. You will see the victory possession pretty soon. 4, 3, 2 on the play clock. Going to hand the ball to Jinx up inside, and he's going to go down quickly. That's going to bring up 2nd down. That's going to take us under a minute. Wardogs lead here in what's been a close one, 19-18.
Yeah, Coach, I'm not sure why we're running a play. I mean, we need to be in victory here.
This
has got to be 2-0 down. This game should be over.
Yeah, should already be in victory formation.
Man, we're not. I mean, I don't know. Really confused here.
Still got 18 seconds on the play clock, 41 seconds on the game clock. End up inside to Davis. And he's going to go across the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Coach, that should be it.
Yeah, it's over now. Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. All right. War Dogs pick up victory number 1 in the district play. And they move to 3-2 in the season, 1-1 in district play.
Wow.
And the War Dogs will pick up a tough, hard-fought 19-18 victory here on the road at Tulsa McLain.
I mean, here's the thing. Kudos to the McLean kids. Boy, they fought. Shout out to Coach Willie Ponder. I bragged on Coach Ponder to start. How much better has he got this McLean team?
Oh, definitely so.
You know, boy, they've just got enough athletes that scare you. This McLean team is not done winning football games.
No.
I really believe that. I think they've got some very winnable games. The quarterback battled, the running back battled. 11 and 13 are just straight players for them. Carson Jinks carried the ball 31 times tonight. Seth 17 times. We did not attempt to pass in the second half. Sometimes it's not pretty. You know, I'm sure somebody over there in the Miami Wardog stands thought we'd come over here and beat them 48-6. And
not anybody who knew football.
If anybody knows football, you know that when you come to play here, they're tough, and they're tough on homecoming. Yeah. Again, they have a coach with NFL experience and a good staff. But our kids earned this, and this was a grind, and I'm not sure what we got going on here, but it looks like we planned a sprint to do something. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not sure. But Coach, like I said, it was a tough one. They're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be easy, and never apologize for winning.
Well, I don't know what's going on here.
War Dogs have shaken hands, and they have run off the field and jumped the fence over by the sidelines. I'm not sure what's going on. Coach, we'll wrap it up here. Like I said, it was a tough one. We'll take it. Never apologize for winning.
Never apologize for winning. We are 3-2, back on the positive side of the win column. We are 1-1 in district play, and we are in a good spot going back on the road next week to try to go get another one. You take the good, you take the bad. If we don't have the special teams blunders, Coach, we win this one pretty easily. So
yeah, you're definitely right.
I'll let you sign us off.
All right, we'll be on the road next week at Skytook. War Dogs will look to move to 2-1 in district play. And congratulations to Coach Gardner and the War Dogs as they pick up district win number 1. We want to thank you for joining us tonight for War Dog TV, for Coach Jim Paxson, Coach Chad Davis. We thank you, and we're going to sign off, and we'll see everybody next week on the road in Skytook.